sawmill now?
Yeah, we've had track to the sawmill. Anyways, look, we're now button is pressed now. Here we are.
There's a lot of
Button
bumping
has been
back.
pressed. I don't see the button yet.
What's up, guys? This is Heist. We are back playing our hardcore map on live stream with the MoW crew. We said we'd try and do it weekly, and here we are 1 week later. So the guys went through and fleshed out some of the boring bits and made things look a lot nicer since the last stream because we're focused on route building, but we're here at the logging camp, and it looks a lot nicer than it once did. But lordy, we've got a long ways to go. So anyways, I'm going to join the call back and get some music going, and then we'll do this thing.
Not the stream host, so I didn't think it was my job to be entertaining yet.
Maybe Heist is doing an intro and just didn't tell us he was leaving.
I did, yeah. That was precisely what happened there.
We are lying to leave the logging camp.
I support this. Let's show the folks the railroad. We didn't get to run trains last time. And I need to turn down my in-game sound by a bunch.
I know for a fact that not everybody was tuned into the episode 1.5 where we did some track maintenance.
Oh, you live stream that?
I did live stream that.
Oh,
you
good.
don't watch my live streams, Mark.
So yeah, we've got the train going now. If people want to jump on and get a free ride down.
Am I meant to be running?
You're meant to be on the train.
I'm on the train. I guess I'm running now via the UI.
Oh. Jonathan,
We've got brakes on the front of that. We want to put your brakes somewhere between 75 and 100%, and we'll just coast all the way down.
Let's see the first car.
78.
Okay.
On Betsy, I was talking to Mr. Engineer.
Hello.
We got a guy on my chat that says he almost went to bed and then saw the streams pop up. And I took him a snack and stay up all night.
Yes. Thanks, 100 Con and animator of trains. Yes, I will read these this stream.
Yes, we are flattered. Just checking.
6%, isn't it? Or is it 6.5?
6 and a
6
quarter.
and a quarter. Jinx.
6 and a quarter. Yeehaw. Hi, Donald. Need to turn my in-game sound down
Need
still.
to get as much of it down to 6 as possible, though, because Betsy with empties will just slog right down to like minimum crawling speeds.
See, that requires doing stuff, and I don't want to relay all of this.
Yeah, I think this route is considered open at this point.
Oh, you've already got control points. That makes it easy to rebuild to a different grade.
How do you rebuild a different grade with the control points?
That was a little bit spicy on these curves.
No, you just need to rewatch the first one.
I have not seen rebuilding a grade, like changing the grade with the control
My
points.
favorite
It's
EMD.
like the same process as when you set the grade.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
I'm not
process.
sure what my favorite EMD is off the top of my head.
So you do this whole thing all over again. no?
Yeah, basically just run down it and
Probably SD40-2. It's classic.
over the top of it, and then put the track on top of the new bit and delete what's underneath.
But that was exactly my point. I don't want to do that again. It took long enough. We can leave it at 6 and a quarter, and we'll just get bigger engines.
We gotta get some bigger motive
Get
power.
better engines after someone who has $6,000 runs this engine 6 times, and then someone else with $6,000 runs this engine 6 more times.
It's
I do like the
fine.
high heads.
We can
Because
always
we've got to
run
get the
some
Porter
photos
2 first.
off
The
camera.
Porter 2 has to be the next engine we get.
Yeah, we are going what's the word? Consecutively. Yeah, going consecutively down the line of locomotives. So,
just to shout out my chat again, I know Heist, you've been busy this week, and other things have happened that I don't know if we're going to discuss that at all.
I'd prefer not to if we could.
Yeah. In the meantime, I had done a couple community streams just with the Discord and a few people playing Zipkist. Guy in my chat says that next time he's definitely going to beat me. He's going to practice.
Beautiful.
Okay,
I was
I'll make
holding
sure
my
I'm
own,
there
remember?
next time then.
Yeah, but there's a map with like a guess it's a skateboarding half pipe, but it's set apart from each other, and Clown is just absurdly good at it. It's unfair.
Oh yeah, that one sucks.
That one's excellent.
Howdy, all.
You only say that because you're good at it.
Jeez. You know how to do it.
Perhaps we shall do another, and Heist, if you're there, we have a map in mind to show you.
Oh, yeah?
Level 21.
Ooh, I haven't gotten that far.
Good. Don't get that far. We want your live reaction to it.
Perfect.
Nothing at all regarding nefarious reasons at all.
Oh, boy. So do we just switch back here, or do we run through the reverse loop and keep this thing pointed forward?
Do you want to go
I
see
think
the
we could do
reverse
the first
loop?
one going through the reverse loop just because there's some work's been done there.
Okay, well, let's go that way.
Arma's been very busy because he has more time than the rest of us. Goodbye, whoever jumped off.
Someone's getting the switch. Someone's smart.
That was the switch
Yeah.
changer.
Are we set to
There'll
go
be another
through the
switch
reverse
set
loop?
here. Should be, yeah. It's all lefts, and then you come in on.
It's not
Yeah,
all
over there.
lefts.
Yeah,
It's not
a
all
left,
lefts.
No,
yeah,
or...
a left, a right, and then a
Oh,
left.
you're set to go through the other side of the reverse loop.
Okay,
That's
I
fine.
see. I thought it was going to be the rightmost track, and then I realized that's our unloading track.
Yeah.
This is quite nice. You guys
So,
did some
if you
serious
wanna
work fleshing
stop
this
real
out.
quick and
Show
just
this
admire this.
cursed thing that you've built. It's got a set of double
Arma.
doors.
Yeah, you want
Why
to
are
go
the
look at
water
that?
towers in a sand house?
Space.
What's up with that?
How
We
did you?
needed
How
so
did you?
much more space.
How did you place the building like that? How did you? How did
I
you
just
do
put the
that?
water tower down first, and then I put the sanding tower down.
No,
So,
how did
alright,
you? How
so
did you
when I-
line up the two
It's
engine
the
sheds?
If
Oh,
you want to go
I
ahead
just
and
looked at it.
stop the thing.
Go
real
ahead
quick.
and stop. Sorry, what is my direction?
Stop.
Thank you. I've got the brake on. It'll stop eventually.
Yeah, come look at the shed.
Right.
Karma, the cursed tie.
So
I see it.
it's got double doors. Does it open them one at a time or both at once?
It's
I
back.
also see the cursed tie now.
Yes,
The block, it's eternal.
it is open and closed at the same time.
Yeah,
The block comes back for clients.
double security. Oh, Heist, did you notice anything on the iron mine?
Oh. No, somehow I
Oh,
did not
no.
notice. Oh, good. We've resurrected the Caboose of Pestilence. Oh, lordy.
Pharma went back through the stream and looked up the numbers I put on it.
Oh, lordy.
So they are essentially resurrected.
That's
Um,
beautiful.
What was the other thing? We saw the caboose, we saw the double doors. Did you notice the whole water tower in the sanding tower building?
Yeah, that's, I mean, you're supposed to have that being a pile of sand and having a leaky water tower right on top of it leaking into the sand kind of makes the
Yeah.
sand not be sand anymore. And good God, that is like the biggest freaking nightmare. Yeah, but for
There's
space reasons,
so
I get
much
it.
Nasty lake here.
For next time, we'll make you a client, Heist, so you can see the block.
What is the block?
If you want to go look at my stream real quick, just a casual plug. You can
Sure,
see
why
the
not?
block.
I'm not.
It'll
seeing
show up
the
in
block.
Oh,
however long
that
it
why did it
takes.
do that?
I'm not quite sure why. I think what's happening is the client isn't sending that there's actually a control node in the middle of this segment, so the game like checks that the spline is continuous, and so it just places this as its own double length segment.
Oh, I tabbed over to see the
Currently working
block.
theory.
The block is
It's
beautiful.
super wonky. But yes, block.
Block of track.
No, I see why it's doing that. You have got somehow you've managed to get a segment of track in that is longer than the maximum length of track.
You know, there's two segments there. Look at host's stream. The host sees it fine. It's just the clients that see it's missing a control point in the middle.
Bizarre. Okay. I'm gonna get on. Let's head on down to the sawmill, and we've got some questions to answer on my stream, at least.
There's no control point there in the middle.
There is a control point there. You can download the map later and check yourself.
Logs is heavy. Okay, someone asks, what makes this map hardcore? And, well, the industries have been moved around, and we're running down to the sawmill from the logging camp that was way up the mountain there. So, yeah. I don't know if anyone else has more to say than that, other than watch Mickley's little briefer on it, his little quick video.
Yeah, I can grip a link to it. I did make an intro. I did a good thing.
You did. It was a nice thing.
Let's see. Hardcore map intro. Copy link.
In the prime years of the narrow gauge railroading, what would be my least favorite job and why? I mean, if we're talking like early prime, like the era this game is set in, I would hate to be a brakeman because, yeah, just to hell with that. Actually not having air brakes, that's like the most dangerous job on the railroad. If you're talking later on, there weren't too many terribly awful jobs that they had, thankfully. Guy who ends up cleaning the pit in the roundhouse, that's a crappy job.
What about the guy that climbs into the firebox?
Well, that's not that bad of a job, unless it's a hot firebox. Been there, done that. Yeah, got the T-shirt. Yeah, we shoot. It was the first or second day out with Thomas. We were running 491. No, it was the first. It was first time we're running 491 for like a big event. It was like the only piece of motive power we had that possibly could have done it. And one of the guys that installed the pins in the grate shakers, the linkage underneath the grate shakers, it's pinned, and then there's a washer and a cotter pin to hold the levers in, and he didn't bend the legs of the cotter pin on one of the cotter pins for whatever reason, and so guess what pin came out right away? And it ended up being a problem because we tried to shake the fire out the next day. And the grates, you couldn't move all the grates anymore. We couldn't dump the fire. There was no way. So we couldn't start fresh, and it was like, oh, crap. And so we had to clean out as much as we could, and I had to go in there, and they had to I had to lay on top of where fire just was in a boiler that had some amount of steam in it, so it was at least 250 degrees on the boiler sheets. And, I mean, me and my buddy Fred, God rest him, traded back and forth who gets to spend some time in the firebox and feel like they're being cooked to death. While we fixed this damn pin. Because, of course, it's a little bit of, I can't think of a better term. It's a little bit of fishing around with your hands where you can't see what you're looking at because you have to go from above. You can't go in from beneath where the linkage is, so you have to tilt all the grates, and then you've got about a 2 or 3 inch thick window to try and work your hands around down to the tang where the pin is, and yeah, it was not quick or easy work. And it felt like it was the hottest day in Florida, hottest, most humid day, but it was pitch black because you're inside of a box. Bizarre, not fun, can't recommend. Do I like the...
Noted, don't climb inside of hot fireboxes.
No hot fireboxes. Do I like the EMD F59PH? I deal with them. I don't know if I would say I would like them, but they're my children at the current railroad I work for. So, they are a thing that works. What's the worst job on the railroad? These days, train crew. They ruin them on their scheduling. But I don't know. There's not too many super awful jobs on the railroad anymore. Some of them are really stressful, like being at the hot seat at the terminal, or being the terminal yard master, trying to make everything happen. That's really stressful, but it's not necessarily a bad job. If you're really good at it, it can be pretty fun, but... I thought I meant using myself as fuel. No, that was not the purpose of going in the firebox. I believe that's called suicide in some cultures. I'm sure OSHA would have had a lot to say about climbing inside the hot firebox. But, you know...
So, who has $2,000?
I do.
Yeah, just make Heist pay for everything. I also have $2,000.
Looks like we're lined into the log river. Lieutenant Walkie, or Walk, I'm not sure how to say your username, sorry. In the original days, you had the firemen on the left side. The conductors, yeah, fireman side is conductor side, and I had plenty of old heads at BNSF who'd still write up defects, saying fireman side instead of conductor side.
So as you can see, the sawmill isn't quite fixed. We're on the old version. In the save that's posted on the Discord, this building will be slightly lower, and the logs will actually sit in the river, I believe, but these ones are just going to float a bit.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, Lord 8 breaks. I forgot that I'm running Betsy.
If you want the money, you gotta unload, and since you're the main streamer person...
I see.
Yeah.
So, can I unload here? Is it safe?
Yes,
I'll go back a bit more. Anywhere
on the wood platform is technically safe. But we should probably limit to just into the river.
That looks fairly good. Although
sticking out the ground.
That's kind of a meme. It's not a mod, it's moved industries. So these are still the log pond logs attempting to be in a pond, but there's no pond. Love it.
This is awesome.
All right, we've done the thing. I have $2,180 now. Look at that.
Alright, only $1,020 to go.
The switch is lined against you because I thought there was a loop. So, I'm gonna fix that.
No, we're just attempting a high-speed shove all the way back.
I do like the 412 too. Walk, E is silent.
Fine.
Of course it is. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, we could have somebody join the company. Yeah, but I don't know why they made me unload. They wanted to run probably.
But yeah, that's what the stream's gonna look like for the next hour, and then we'll have another engine, and we're doing 5 cars at a time.
Look at that.
Certainly, there's
Dude,
other lines to be built.
So wait, hang on. Our capacity up to 6% is 3 empties.
Yeah,
barely 3 empties. You'll watch us slog down crawling speed.
Oh my God, Betsy,
and
please.
Betsy V2 can only take 2.
Yeah, that's why combined they're going to be doing 5.
I am happy to say that Betsy and Betsy 2 are the same engine for purposes, because they are the same engine. They're not the same locomotive, but they're the same engine. And if we're going
then
in,
we'll go to the Eureka, which can also do 3 empties.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
But it'll have air brakes. Okay. Probably.
The save.
See, the Betsy and Betsy 2 are pretty much the same until you're hauling tonnage, and then they're not.
Yeah. Yep. Then the weight matters. So, yes, I am reading the chat.
So I see track work laid between other industries. What all has actually been done, or at least groundwork?
So someone has started building a line between the oil field and the refinery. Very brave, I might say. Humanity Kills, I believe, is when it did that.
Oh, cool.
But that's the only actual other thing that's been built that wasn't us. The track you're seeing all the way on the other side of the cliff, that's for getting to the spawn yard to the iron mine.
And that's the stuff that we laid. Yay! Me and Tristan. Yay! You guys fixed it, right?
Hopefully.
No.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Beautiful. It works. It functions.
I made the bridge turn around, touch the ground now, but that's it. That was like a shoddy 20-second job.
Okay.
So should maybe some of the party go off and start working on another line, since there's 5 of us?
I vote not me.
That could use a ditch crosser over there. The one we just passed over. Not it.
Well, actually, there is something else the Eureka could do. By the way, I miscalculated the maths before. The Eureka is at tonnage with 2 empties up to the logging camp, so it can do even less than Betsy can.
Lame.
That is.
We won't have a logging engine until we get to the logging engines. How ironic.
Is this line we're running on still guide track?
Yeah. But But we're going to be running on it, so we can't replace it today.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put your Form B in. So someone asks us again, what makes the map hardcore? We're running to the logging camp right now, and we're gonna go up that. That's what makes it hardcore.
But yeah, there is, like, we could, once Heist gets to $2,900, get a Eureka and then start running beams and lumber to the iron mine. And
I think that would be the.
making some money.
I think that would be the move. That's actually probably gonna be the easy way to make money is beams and lumber more than logs. Logs is obviously hard, but I guess we could probably get 2 trains running. That'd be the real move.
What?
Oh, yeah.
The problem is we're just going to deal with possible collisions.
Well, the only part of the track we share is, like, coming up. Well, I guess it's here. We could just, like, wait for one engine to go down and then follow with the other engine. And,
So-
actually try and proper coordinate a schedule.
Yep.
Yeah.
Timetable trains. Figure out how long it goes.
How many cars can Eureka take up this grade? Like, what is this ruling grade between iron mine and sawmill?
We'll say 3. Someone want to throw that switch?
3-ish. Okay. What switch?
The one in front of me,
Oh.
I'm just doing a switch back here.
Yeah.
On it.
Well, we gotta get the Porter Tier 2 anyways.
No, we don't.
Thanks,
no,
Rio.
that's lame.
No, the host has declared they're the same engine.
Okay.
They are the
so
same
that's what
engine.
that
They're
meant.
not
Okay.
the same locomotive. And somebody actually asked this in the in my YouTube, and I've been trying to get to a couple questions, but we had good conversation going. So the difference between an engine and a locomotive is that the engine is the engine, as I said in my video. That it's hard to look at a steam locomotive and go, well, okay, well, what's the engine? It's the pistons, the cylinders, the rods, the wheels. That makes up the engine portion of a locomotive. Just like your engine in your car is, your V8 under the hood or whatever you have. It is the 2 cylinders up front, the valve gear, the rods, the wheels. That is the engine in a steam locomotive. And so you could have 2 Chevys, and they both have 350s, and one of them's a Camaro, and one of them's a Corvette. And the engine is the same, but the car is different. And so in the case of Betsy and the Betsy 042, they are the same engine set. The Betsy 042 just has the trailing truck cab and associated extra crap with it. So the same engine, different locomotive.
Yeah, it's like comparing a 350 Chevy in an Impala versus being in a Corvette.
Exactly.
One's really heavy and the other one's nice and light.
Yep. Any train songs that I know? We're listening to Chattanooga Choo Choo, which is in the soundtrack that I played, so yes.
Anyway, for setting timetables, it's approximately 1 Kenosha on the downhill from the logging camp to that switch.
What an
And-
I
American
wonder
measurement.
why you know that.
The uphill is like maybe 3 Kenoshas, 3.5 Kenoshas.
In a Kenosha's
Because this
a
is the
good
speed we're gonna be
4.5
taking the
minutes.
rest of it.
Oh my god. Betsy. Somebody get on back and fart. We might need to get the extra propulsion. At least Eureka would Eureka be faster? Probably not.
No, because Eureka would only take 2 empties up this.
That's right. God.
But would it be
3
fast?
empties, Eureka, the calculator says 5.8% maximum grade, and we're definitely over that.
Vomit. The track below that we just came from goes down to the sawmill, and we're running up to the logging camp right now.
You get XP for loading stuff or only unloading?
Only unloading.
Unloading.
Yeah. Unloading and cutting trees.
I feel like you
Yeah,
should
if
get
you want
XP
XP,
for
go
Well, from
sit
Wyoming.
next to a tree and commit XP glitch.
Indeed.
I feel like you should get XP for it.
Probably. Have I ever dabbled in model railroading? I had a 4x8 sheet of plywood layout when I was a kid in the basement that never really got anywhere, but I could run trains on it. And I've got some model locomotives, but I don't have a layout, so. Wabash Cannonball, yes.
AC6000 has joined the chat.
Oh, hi, Michael.
Hello, friend.
People are asking
Anyway.
me for me to help them lay their track on their railroads online server. Hey, everyone else in this call, tell them why that's a bad idea.
No.
See, Heist, I'm pretty sure they're fully aware. You're not going to like good track. They just want you to do it because you're the celebrity.
Oh, I see how it
This
is.
is true. And then they can have us come and fix it. It's all a play. It's all a ploy.
Oh god, did we actually go with naming all of our flats L101, 102, 103?
They're log flats.
Log flats.
Well, I mean, that's a take. The model layout was HO scale.
So anyway, I figured I'd spoil the magic a bit. You still haven't noticed that Betsy isn't named Betsy.
Oh, did you change it?
It's been
Bestie.
Bestie the whole time.
No, I did notice that last time, and I didn't comment
No, you
on
didn't.
it.
You
but
didn't say anything.
I didn't say
You didn't say
anything.
anything. You
It
didn't
went by,
notice.
and I did notice, but I like chalked it up to probably dyslexia. Like, can't. Oh, it's fine. It's funny.
You noticed and convinced yourself you didn't notice. Therefore, you didn't notice.
Well, you have a point.
That's a thing though. As long as the first letter and the last letter are correct, most people will read over
I've seen
a
that
word,
internet
even though
copy
even-
pasta.
even-
I have seen it.
Anyway,
is
there is a
actually
way
true.
to turn the engine around and like get the locomotive on the other side actually so going forward downhill. Up at the logging camp, that's what the turntable is up there for. But for expedience's sake, I'm going to run this engine shuttle style.
Yeah, I see no reason to not. They wouldn't have actually turned this thing at the logging camp. They would have run it shuttle. The line's gauge. This is a 3-foot gauge line. I'm assuming you mean the grade. The grade is 6.25. Is that right?
Technically, it's 6.4
Yeah, ruling, yes.
ruling grade.
6.4 ruling. Okay.
As in the
The
maximum
6.4
grade here
grade
is
there,
6.4.
but it's not the ruling grade.
Yeah, ruling is different than maximum. Ruling is
Isn't
maximum
somebody
consistent.
told me
but
ruling was the max grade?
it's the maximum consistent grade that would actually stop the train based on speed, if I'm remembering my
6.25
definitions
then.
right. So,
Yeah.
6.25 then.
gotcha.
Hey,
A spline update. They're asking if
Yep,
the spline update will
great.
fix me laying bad track, and that remains to be seen, but it'll probably significantly improve my ability to lay track.
Yeah, solid, maybe.
Solid maybe, they say.
Do we have any thoughts on the Colorado Midland Railroad?
Oh, the
I
Midland
don't know
is
what that means.
the Midland. We'll school you on the Midland. What a bat crap stupid railroad.
What I
Well,
really want to
somebody-
see in this plan
somebody in my
is
chat
the
knows what
ghost
it
image
is.
of track being predictive of the curve that will come out.
That'd be nice. So
I think
Mick,
they
for
already does that for the hose.
for the uninitiated, the Colorado Midland Railroad, it was one of the many railroads in Colorado. Shocker. And there were like
No
I think
way.
2 or 3 narrow gauge lines that tackled the route over the Rockies to southwestern Colorado, western Colorado, and they were all narrow gauge. And the Midland just said, to hell with it, we'll do it standard gauge. So they did this crap, but in standard gauge. So
Oh,
it wasn't as advanced as, it wasn't crazy like the UNA, but they did stuff that the DNRGW did, but standard gauge. They're kind of crazy.
Did we lose Tristan? Where did you go?
I just ran ahead to the logging camp.
Oh, you didn't
That,
fall
that
off?
is that is
Okay.
faster than riding the
Also,
train.
you're lying wrong. 'Cause
The invite to the
didn't
Discord
move.
is in the description, folks.
Is that the switch we're lined wrong on?
Yep, we're
Yeah,
pulling into
yeah.
Cordwood now.
I wondered Midland 1072, but I
wanted to be
assumed
helpful, I
not
really did.
because most people
Realized my
don't know.
Mistake right as you ran over the switch, so yeah, just bring her
Well
on
then.
back.
Yeah,
And,
this
uh,
is
I'll try
No,
to-
we cannot turn around on that grade. If you want us to turn around, we're going all the way down to the sawmill again.
All right.
So-
We can.
We're just going to
Well,
re-rail over to the other side.
we've got methods. Use the
Alright.
magic.
I've got
All right.
Bestie.
and then the hand of God came down and picked up the flat cars and took them to
Oh.
the other track.
Stole it. Just make
Anyways,
sure
I
that
joined
brake
in, but I
is
have
on.
to.
Wait, why shove if we have the power?
Well, you've already dropped it down, so
That's fair. Oh,
Did
and who
Michael
pulled
say
up
he
the
wanted to
flat
join?
card there?
He was
No, no.
threatening to say something along that line.
Well, no, I was going to say I would join, but I have to be at work at 10 in the morning.
Oh, well,
Oof.
thanks for stopping in, bud.
Yeah,
Imagine
just wanted to
having
pop and
work.
say hello.
Have a good one. On that.
Any chance of a video on the Uinta? I would have to do some serious research and find a lot of pictures to actually do a video to do justice to the Uinta. So maybe when I've got more time, that could be a fun thing to do. Is that
When we
actually
get
going to
Bestie
load?
shove back and I'll hook you up.
Oh, that will load. Interesting.
Anyways, you guys have fun.
UCase,
You
rest
get
in peace.
breaks on one of those?
The last break is on.
Public server night again.
The
We'll
last
have to
break
see.
is now off.
So someone asked if we'll do another public server night, and I figure I have this answer for a Q&A video for this weekend, but the reality of it is that QMA confirmed why there's only a 16-player limit. He thought there was no hard limit, but Unreal hard sets a lot of server restrictions in their default build, which is why we're region locked, A, but also B, why we only had 16 players when we set the slider to 32 or 64. It's a hard-coded value. So he said that he's going to have to rewrite his own server browser to A, fix the region lock, and also to fix the player count thing. So, but until then, public server night, I mean, it won't, I don't think we'll try and announce it as hardcore to get, 150 people screeching in a Discord again, because as much fun as that was for my bleeding eardrums, no, but yeah, we will do some more public events for sure.
So for reference, in the past little bit, I, Mickley, and some other people have just been hanging out in the Discord playing some Zapekist, which is this box card game. Just chilling, having some fun together, nothing serious, not running trains or anything.
Yeah, we hang out
that was
in this
actually-
Discord, so.
That was actually decided by Carl, the Discord bot, for reference. We asked Carl what to do, and Carl's like, play with the people on YouTube on Zapekist.
Well, there you
So
go.
That is now the time filler.
And get beaten by a clown.
Yes, Clown is absurdly good, and it's unfair.
Well, that's not terribly surprising.
It's not surprising. That doesn't mean it's any less unfair, though. There's
Lightning Wing
a
Dragon, we will do some
map
stuff
for those
earlier
of
in
you
the
who
day
have
one
not
of these
played
days.
The game. It's essentially you're jumping across two half pipes, and Clown is absurdly good at it, and I don't know why. Well, I know why. He's been playing racing sims for longer than I've been alive.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'll do it.
That's true.
And he just gets the car to do it perfectly. And it's
That-
absurd.
That's not my favourite map. My favourite map is the one that actually looks like a racetrack.
True. That is true. You did say that.
And yeah, nobody got within 2 seconds of me on that map.
Are we properly lined to leave now, or did someone fix that?
Nope, someone needs to fix that.
I'll run ahead.
Alright. I will stay in the cars then. Who's driving?
Me.
Running. I'm running, you're running. Look at this, but we're doing two very different things.
I'll get the break, don't worry. Oh, you've already got it. Okay.
All right, we're
We put it
lines
on
down
that
now.
early?
So someone comments, when doing the public server, did you just have people dedicate their time to track laying or running trains? And the public server just turned into a catastrophe about 5 seconds in. So
Oh, not even. It was like 2 seconds in.
We didn't even all get a join.
yeah, it's true. It was just, yeah, that was just a pile of thing.
My favorite part is nobody went and got Mickley transports down from the ironworks until I went and did it like 2 hours into the stream.
Yeah, because everybody who wanted to play with the Mickley transport stuff didn't actually get in. They were all in the voice chat.
Oops.
Sad.
Cat
So are we
purse.
gonna buy? So sorry to cut you off really quick. Are
How
we gonna
dare
buy
you.
another just tier 1 porter? Keep him going. Are we gonna buy another tier 1
No.
porter and free
No, we're
flying
gonna
flyers?
get
Eureka.
Eureka next. We can get some tier 2 flat cars and start
you-
doing lumber and beams at the same time as just run logs.
Okay, Eureka and then
take
2
4
flats.
cars up a 4%.
Yeah. We just need to do, like, I think either 5 or 6 more deliveries of logs to the pond so that Heist can actually afford the Eureka, and then someone else who doesn't have $2,000 is going to get the flats.
Yeah.
And then we all
I'm
join
gonna
the
go-
company of the person who still has $2,000 so that they can get the next engine.
I am on my way, just running ahead of this train that wants to run me over.
I was gonna say you're not really running ahead of us.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you
I'm
haven't.
ever so marginally ahead.
No, you're not.
No, you're going faster.
It's a race
Picking up
between
speed. I guess I'll stay here with you guys.
race
That's
between
spicy.
Pharma
I'm
and
gonna go sit next to a tree and get the XP for tier 2 flat cards.
Oh shoot! Yeah, how many XP do I need for the Eureka? I guess I'm already level 3.
I'm mostly there.
But...
Should probably
Have
my
I been to
shadow.
the Midwest Central Railroad in Mount Pleasant? No, I've not, but I want to because it's 3-foot narrow gauge and I've got some friends that work there. We are running a train of logs down to the sawmill, which is in the wrong spot because that's the whole point of this
Hey,
shenanigan.
look, the refinery's over there.
Yeah, look, oil refinery in the mountains
That's
by
not
the
where
river.
it's supposed to be.
Who left that there? And Keedell asks, Utah used to have a ton of rail, but it's all mostly gone now. Why? And it's mostly a decline in regional railroad traffic being picked up by semi-trucks more than anything else. Or less industries and locations. It didn't make sense to run trains.
Do we
So-
want to talk about how bad Utah roads are?
I don't know how bad. I know I've been through Utah a couple times just on the interstates, though, but they seemed okay.
Compared to Arizona Arizona roads, it's so much worse.
Mm.
Like, honestly, if of the roads I've been on, and I've only been around the West, but Utah's been the worst. Close second being California, and Arizona's way better in terms of cleanliness and noise and traffic.
Is it because no one lives there, or
Well, no, they're actually maintained.
Yeah, your American back roads are better than our Australian highways.
Oh,
Lordy.
Dirt.
Australian highways are dirty.
We don't have roads, we just have places where people drive a lot and it kind of kills all the vegetation in that area, and then we call it a road.
Yep.
Because I might get the
that
brakes on the
covers
front
all of
car.
them.
Brakes on the front car.
Yeah, I'm on.
Which front car?
The front of the consist where the locomotive is, like, get them off so we don't do this.
Oh, okay.
We all misunderstood. Technically, the front is directional front of the train, which, well, that's a whole
Well,
confusing different thing, but...
Long not up there anymore. I'm off the bridge.
Bye.
I mean, same.
That was so
I'm
funny.
ready to throw this switch, so
Oh,
I
Lordy.
wanted to see what happened to Clown, and
And then you
Mysterious.
also went through the gap. That was beautiful.
mind the gap. Get away from the
You
switch.
can
I'm
tell
fine.
we're only, like, the most skilled players here in the hard mode map.
Yep.
Oh yes, for sure. We are very experienced.
it was role playing in
falling off
1800
of bridges.
Do we know when public
Fall off
testing
the
of the
bridge?
spline update is? If we listen to what QMA said, sometime in the next week we should see a public beta, but we're assuming it's going to be construction tools only, so we'll see. Oh wow. Getting some good spam in the chat on YouTube. Thanks. Let's report the hell out of that.
Hey, that's the ones that botted me.
I
Oh.
tried to report it and it kicked me out of the live stream page. Hopefully it didn't crash the stream.
Oh, stream's still going.
I'm reporting it.
I would have jumped on it, but I'm not a mod.
Oh, you're not a mod on my YouTube?
should fix that.
Yeah, I can fix that real easy. Stream is still up. Well, that's good. It tried to boot me off the page about 4 times in a row.
There we go. Now you can click on me and mod me.
Thank you.
people begging for mod in chat just get mod? What? That's not bad practice.
Oh, well, it didn't work because I pinned it instead of modded him.
Why beg in public channel? L.
Oof.
Why would you pin him?
Because I'm bad at what I'm doing, and I'm realizing it's my push to talk that's trying to get me forward. So I have to stop talking while I do this.
That's hilarious. Fun fact, I showed up in Clown stream for like 3 seconds one of the nights he was streaming. It was like midnight 30 for me. And he's like, alright, you get mod. And I'm like, okay.
There you go.
I've been here
Oh, yeah,
once.
well, you mod the people you trust, don't you?
Oh, you trust me, that's saying a lot.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
That
Maybe
is
I
fair.
shouldn't.
You need to let Mickley win with the Zeep.
This is officially spicy speed, Pharma.
It is. It's bouncing like you wouldn't believe.
It's bouncing on the host end, too, so...
We need money!
Yeah, you can see the difference between popcorn and bounce.
Yeah,
That
D-rails
was
don't
bounce.
bounce anything, so it's fine.
Yeah, you can see he's a good company man. He's trying to wreck the train by running so fast so he can get the money faster.
Meanwhile, I'm just entertaining my stream with me next to a tree.
I have
Clicking.
so many
You
hours
guys
just
to
like
come
running
back.
trains at maximum speed now. It's unreal.
Uphill slow, downhill fast.
Yeah, tonnage for safety last. We are doing that,
Yes.
although we should really get some more cars, but...
We are really hauling.
We can't move more cars until we get the next engine.
How fast are we going? Have you got your speedo on?
I don't have a speedo. I'm
Yeah,
not the
who's
host.
got Railroads
It's too
Online?
unreliable as a client.
We're about
Oh.
a quarter of the way through level 2, approaching level 3. So,
Lordy.
we'll see how far I get by the time you guys get back.
Because we're going to be doing at least 24, 25 mile an hour.
I'd say we're about 22 right now.
It feels like a good 22. It feels like the new top speed of the Porter or thereabouts. I'm surprised it's not tried to throw itself off.
No,
Honestly,
I wouldn't
I'm
do that
kinda
to me. I'm a
hoping-
good driver.
Achievement
hoping that
unlocked.
Hume doesn't
Achieved
remove-
valve float with the Porter. Beautiful.
Personally, I'm kind of hoping that Human doesn't
Being a good
fix
driver, we
the-
have 0 oil pressure.
doesn't fix the whole tree give XP bug, because it's super useful
like
on
some wood?
multiplayer.
He
And we have
probably
fire.
won't.
We just went cold before
That's fine.
we got fire. We have momentum. Anyway,
Just let it roll.
if we want to get some people building some stuff while and try and get high money to buy the next engine.
Yeah, that could totally be a thing if you guys want to start trying to tackle the next alignment.
Like Clan, you said this area would be good for a yard just because the sawmill is super central to everything.
I don't build good yards. That a big Mickley builds good yards.
What? I build good yards? Says who?
Says all those really good yards on your track.
I
I've
am
seen them.
flattered. I am flattered. But I can't tell if this is a punishment or a blessing.
This is
Why not
Railroads
both?
Online, the name gaming.
Well, I heard a bit of a snicker for over there from Clown's End.
Hey, I didn't snicker. It wasn't me.
Yeah, someone starts building
it
that.
was.
Someone
I
starts
heard you. I
building the
saw your
line that
mic light
leads
up.
down to the smelter because like that's the next thing we're going to need after we start getting trains going this way.
Keep coming.
I suppose I can build a yard on stream. That's good content. Better than sitting next to a tree. Alright, I'm level 3. Heis, you're dropping frames.
Am I?
It's either you're dropping frames or the game is lagging.
Do we have brakes on in a car somewhere? We're stopping way too quickly.
Because when you go to stop, I put the brake on as well here. I'm standing on a brake.
It's being a brake man.
XP
being
is
a breakman. Actually,
five,
being a breakman.
it's 5 XP per tree. So as long as you're holding your mouse next to it, it's like 5 every half second or so, every second ish.
5 every refresh of trying to chop down the tree.
Logs going into the river. Guys, it's the hardcore map. That's the whole point.
This line? Where are we going to hook into
Yeah, the
this
whole
line
purpose
to
of
get down
this
to the
save
smelter?
is that this is the same map, but with the
But no,
industries
it's not.
moved. That's what makes it hardcore.
Probably before we even actually get to the switch that decides which side is the unload and which side is the load side, because we need to
Could
lose
you
all
cook
the
a hot
power, and we
pocket on a
still want that
locomotive?
to be
Yes,
steep
easily.
You can get 2.5 from here, easy.
Laggy, it says I've got excellent
So
connection.
come.
I'm going to remove a little bit of track here at the bottom, so there's an MoW on the bottom of the
Let me turn that
Form
off.
B,
Yep,
at the
Form
bottom
B.
of the...
Will break where be simulated? No, probably not.
It's fine, you got like half hour until we need to use that truck again.
Does it really take half an hour?
They get to
Nice,
where...
how long have we been streaming for?
Shoot, 45 minutes.
Yes.
So about a half hour. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna post a Miniswerg link. It is not publicly downloadable, but here you guys go in both chats.
Cooked a baked
If you
potato in the
wanna look
oil cooler
at
of an
where
F unit.
stuff is in
That's
the current rail
awesome.
setup. It's been updated a little bit since then, but that is fairly
Freezing
recent.
for a moment every 2 minutes or so. I'm not sure why it's
I need
doing
to
that.
Look at the grades. Let's see. We got 3. So that lineup is a rolling grade of 3 then, for the Eureka pulling up to the iron mine.
But are we dunking down?
Yeah, so we can
before
do
this
2 and
over it?
2. Perfect.
Yeah, I've got a route in mind.
Alright, I was just chopping some trees down. Didn't want to get too many of the wrong ones.
Break
Eureka
break
will get
fade
2 and
is
2
not
lumber and
necessarily a
beans up
thing unless you
3%.
bleed all. If you piss
Yeah,
away your
that's what I was
air,
saying.
in which case that's a problem.
Coming
But
forward, and I'm going to come down and put a... Basically switch back down in here.
Alright.
Oh, that's a good
Turn
question
all-
in your chat,
Turn
Heist.
all the way around and
Will,
then come back down this way.
do we think breakware will be simulated eventually?
I said
Alright,
no
sounds good.
because I mean, as far as wear of brake shoes, the only thing that impacts is keeping the slack adjusted on your brake cylinders.
Well, hello there.
And
General Kenobi!
it doesn't end up being that much of an important factor unless you work at the car shop. So operationally, it's not a big thing. Someone followed up
Alright.
asking, what about simulating like brake fade from riding them too long? And I mean, on the narrow gauge, you didn't really have enough tonnage to make the brake shoes like smoke or like wear super hard, really. But you could piss away your air. That's a more likely scenario, and we will have that simulated because you'll have a main reservoir tank, and we'll have realistic air at some point. Probably not the first edition of air brakes on cars, but we'll see.
How big of a yard do we want?
This is the main yard.
That will be the main yard.
Not massive, but a good size.
So, like, how many lanes for how many cars each?
I think the standard maximum consist we're going to get in this map is going to be 8 cars just because, like, it's this map.
We'll make it
I
for
don't know.
12 cars and
12 cars, maybe
8 lanes.
6-8 lanes somewhere in there. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do a combo stub yard and a view thing. I don't know what it's called, where it switches in and out and you have the short lanes on the outside.
I've
and
somehow still never
lanes on
had
the
coal-fired eggs. No. Bag of potatoes, aluminum foil, butter,
Again,
cheese,
I'm not a
bacon.
trained person,
Beautiful.
I don't know that much about yards.
Lined ahead, Pharma.
Yep, just doing a power break there.
I liked it. It was a good move. Steam chest will eventually be simulated as much as we can. I mean, actually simulating everything that happens is very difficult, but yeah, we do want to add better steam and valve gear. Because right now the reverser does nothing. The reverser is a reverser. It is not a Johnson bar, so...
It's a gear stick.
But yeah, we have an MOW out on this track at the bottom here, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, there's
Later,
a
lightning
form
wing.
bit the track in front of the sawmill.
I have been told the one where it's skinny on the outside and long on the inside is called a bow yard. Is this true?
Good at bows.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Most real train yards don't end up following a lot of those designs because of bannery conditions, so I've never gotten to hear the official terms. At least not in my area. I'm sure out in the plains where they've got space for days, I'm sure they came up with stupid names for stuff like that.
Is somebody deleting a bunch of stuff? Because it is kind of laggy.
Someone was deleting some
Wood-fired
stuff.
bacon on the wood
Getting
burner.
rid of some tracks so he could put in the separation to start going down smoother. Legit hoping we get a bit crush moo sound effects when we get the cattle cars in game.
That's a vibe. Crushed moo sound. Is that from when you run poorly and you squeeze cows? When are we going to start simulating quantum mechanics and railroads online? Asking for a friend. Well, actually, that's the next update after the spline update. So that's how we're going to have tunnels. You'll be able to quantum tunnel. You'll just have to roll the probability of quantum tunneling every single atom in your locomotive at the same time through the same tunnel to get to the other side. So good luck.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There is a chance.
Are we talking tunneling in terms of rolling for chance like a 20-sided die type thing, or we talking like a million-sided die?
Millions
What kind
of
chance are we
million-sided dies. So
20
multiples.
factorial sided die.
yeah,
talking? So like million-sided die, but
millions
three
of
the same
them,
number in a row.
and you need to crit succeed. Yeah.
Are you laying track, clown?
Yes, that was just one spine I just put in. The spine's in.
Okay. I have edited up to this switch over here, so if you wanted to change that.
Your body rechecks ramen after
Yeah.
sophomore year. Bummer.
Ended up to.
Nice. I think we didn't get big enough of a run up. If you want to start,
You ran out of
050ing
steam.
that
You ran
last
out of
car.
steam. You ran out of steam again. Wow. I will 050 the last car up, but lordy. Bad engineer, fireman, operator, man.
I'm only an engineer.
Oh, well, I guess that explains why you're not putting any fire in it. What is this
I thought,
gameplay?
the brakeman should have something to do.
Oh, well, I was standing around answering questions on the stream, so.
Also, if I press F when we're going, I'll just get off the train.
That is a
issue.
problem. You know, client stuff. It's fine. Doppler effect moves. Lordy.
I still want Doppler effect on the whistles.
That would be nice. Having Doppler effect in general, just on everything, yeah, would be cool. I'm not sure what all goes into that as far as the Unreal Engine's concerned, but yeah. Didn't get notifications from YouTube about the stream. Wonder why that would be.
Today I learned that Betsy with just its brakes cannot hold two cars on this 6.25% slope.
Well, I'll get to the top before you do, apparently.
Oh, glad I went to the trouble of deforesting all this since you're using it mically.
Yeah, I'm coming off more to the left because I want to put in a Y.
Oh, no, come back. Come back. Come back. Come
So-
back. Come back.
Clown.
Come back. Pharma incoming.
What?
Missiles away.
Kenosha is playing on my end.
It's not
No,
playing on
it's
my
just
end,
Crescendo
but
here.
Have you got your
I
derail
feel like
count
Mickle,
already?
you just sent a card down at me.
Yeah, now you know how Mick
So,
feels. This wasn't a 7% though. This is only 6 1/4. So I accidentally right-clicked and then I tried to
this
re-rail it again, and it
particular
just
switch-
wouldn't do.
This particular switch, can we have it facing the other way?
Which one? The one I put in?
Not standing on the one you put in, yeah. Can we have it facing
Um,
in the other way for a Y into the yard?
I think it's gone.
Well, it came off. It's below you.
So like this way.
Oh yeah, there it is.
We have officially
this-
derailed our first
This
car
switch
lead.
We
can
have,
move
yeah.
backwards, but can we have this switch on the end of your nice spline going this way? Because I wanted to put a
Nice.
Y in at the top here.
That's not a nice line, it's wonky.
Well, it's better than heist.
So you want me to move my switch back up to here?
What? No, just the switch you put in, flip it around. So it's facing this way out into creating a Y for the yard.
But we need that for the other line.
What's
That's why
the
it's there.
next update
Well,
after
So
spline
you can Put in
update?
what you want to put in, and then
We
I'll put
don't
my
know
switch
yet.
back in so I can run the line down to the smelter. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's where the
locomotives
line
into
of
the
smelter is
stratosphere
going.
was
Yeah.
from the
So,
the public night.
Are you passing
We
in front of
wanna-
the waterfall?
We want to be able to get out of the yard into this Y, and then, like, from this switch, turn out. Can we do that, or does it need to move back further? That's what I'm saying.
Well, how? There's no line now over to the
Yeah, but we can move
road.
that. I'm
He's
just-
saying we
I'm
work
just
that
saying-
loop.
Yeah, I want a switch in here somewhere. Doesn't have to be here, but I want to switch in here so we have a Y into the yard.
50 minutes streaming so far.
I'm not getting what
56
you're doing.
minutes.
We'll
Deal
do
with
it
Mountain.
in this field, and I'll stand here and wait until you've got everything where you want it in the right spot, and then I'll put my Y in that gets us down to the smelter.
No. I will MS paint it.
Mid planets, no. More content. We're working on a lot of content right now. So
And Betsy runs great with just
hopefully.
2 cars.
is this the move? Is to have is the move to do you think if I sit on the back while re-railing this car, it'll automatically update and we could fish ladder with me re-railing the last car so it's
Yes.
no longer
Probably.
We'll just shave like a whole 7 minutes off our commute like that.
That's
dude,
amazing. Do it.
I like it. I support it. Oh, lordy. Okay, well, I've made it to the logging camp with my Hand of God flat car. And you're on the approach by the sound of it.
Yep, I'm coming into the switches.
Look at that speed!
So we really want 3 switches here, Clown, is what Mickley's proposing.
Yeah,
I did
that's
not
just-
do the
well,
Boeing, no.
The one that was there had to go back in again where it was.
All right, here it's in
Just-
discussion.
Thanks, Rudy.
It's uploading.
Have I ever had
That
to
is
pull
what
a
I
car?
wanna do.
No. Everyone outlaws pulling
Just
cars.
Squiggly lines of the yard.
Yeah, that doesn't really make any sense, but okay. Oh, you want to go all the way around there? Well, that's not going to work because I'm
Well,
not
we don't-
heading there with
We
the
don't
line.
have to do that. All that changes is if we make this a stub
I think we
yard or
did
a
say
through
that,
yard.
but that's this is where we're
Okay,
at
I'll
right
see
now.
what you need to
If
do.
it ends up ending in stubs and we only want it to come into this Y, then that's fine.
I'm not sure if we'll sim polling
It's
or
an
not.
idea.
Giant googly
So
eyes on the
depending on what you
trains.
guys want to do, either I'll make it a stub yard or we'll make it a through yard.
Well, 3 yards are easy to operate.
Oh,
Any
thanks,
objections?
Imperative
This
Supreme.
means we're gonna
Appreciate
have
that.
a weird runabout going outside around the sawmill, or we can do a balloon loop. I can probably fit in a 25-degree loop just fine.
So YouTube stream chat is saying, to hell with building routes. Get 3 more cars and have everyone else on stream sitting behind rerailing cars over cars, and we could double the capacity of each run. Which is that is an interesting strategy.
Hey, now what would happen if we actually loaded cars on the 3 cars to take them up, and then brought 6 down? Would that work?
Okay.
Oh, does the weight of cars on cars count? I don't know.
It does not count.
Oh my god.
So, clown, come back. These switches need to be swapped. I want to be able to run out of the yard to the smelter.
AI drivers probably not,
So,
just because
like,
of how
one here-
hard that would be to
Put
code.
extra one on the end then instead of taking it away. Well, then swap them around. I've got me spot here where I can.
Anywhere
build
in there's
from it,
fine.
Okay.
Do you want to brake on one of the cars going down, Pharma? Or just Betsy?
I'll put one on the front when we start to go down.
Okay.
There you
So,
go, Mickley. You've succeeded in making it
Tristan,
entirely
you are
controlled.
tasked with moving this out, so we have track in between these two, at least
Oh,
a 90-degree
jeez.
piece in. So have
Yeah.
fun,
Betsy with like 3
and you're gonna have to
towers of flat car.
relay
worth
a
it.
bit of the sawmill.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I don't think that's a good idea.
That's a terrible idea.
Putting track in between the 2 switch stands that
No,
are next
have-
to each other.
Having the 2 stands.
I don't
there,
know
but
that
we'll
road,
stand on this
Carnuts.
Yeah,
side, so
see,
that
we
this
can
one's
just use
turned
the
this
other
way.
switch.
Full force, full on fireman simming. I do
Mickley's
too.
Silly. It's okay.
I'm with you, Jeff.
I'm silly.
Robert, it's a 6
Says
1/4.
you.
This is tonnage. Is 3 empties.
Yes.
That's right. Clown was asking. You were asking last time, Clown, if I had a total count and an individual count. So I've put the total count up as 1 because we hadn't derailed last episode. All right, Pharma. I'm on, and let's head down. I'm gonna run and use the restroom, so try to dox me while I go do that. Don't put the train on the ground.
You want us
Actually,
to
turn
dox
off
you?
your mic.
What?
No, no. Just tell stories. Be interesting. How dare you? Can you do that?
Well, it depends. How much do you think we know about you?
He's already left.
It's alright, I found him on Google Maps after he talked about that thing sideswiping his car.
Nice.
Stalker much. Okay, I'll be doing some deleting here.
Oh, I can feel it.
Mickley, are you gonna fill this whole yard in with this, with the?
Look, I just want to get the curve right because
Okay.
I want to have the Y, and then we'll have one entry point into all the lanes. And I'll just put a balloon loop on the end so we can turn stuff around. So technically it'll be a run-through yard. So we'll have 2 center lanes, one for coming in, one for coming out. And that'll determine how the cars are stored. So it's going to stick off in that direction. This is where I have my coal mine yard, and it fit, I think, 15 lanes. This is where we're having the switch, yes?
Yeah, I think the switches are where they're gonna be.
Okay. Now, let's see if I can do this.
Anyway, hi stream. I've just made the train do a runaway because I'm Australian, and that's just how we operate. So I just noticed one of the switch stands was floating, and it bothered me. So you know, the train will be fine. It'll get down probably.
Maybe.
It'll stop eventually.
I'm attempting to do a 90 according to how Clown does it.
Yeah, 25 degree on a quarter turn.
I need one more switch. Do we want to see if I've done this right, Clown?
So, I'm not sure. Where are you trying to come into?
I'm coming in from here into the switch that's pointed off this way.
You're trying to end up here where I'm at.
Yeah, and then go over there.
Yeah, I don't think you got it right.
No,
No, I don't think so.
but it's
You've seen the
it's-
picture.
It's two
You've seen
switches one way and two switches the other way from the end, right? I'm gonna go look up the picture. I haven't seen the picture in a while.
I'll dump the picture in the. Oh no, I can't dump the picture because if I dump the picture, I'll get I'm pretty sure it is there. If you go to the Railroads Online channel and look in the pins, did I put it in there? No, I didn't put it in there.
Let's see. From Clown has embed. No.
Is it in?
Has
This is a good
file.
look. I came back in, and my stream is just me clipping in and outside of the old man's face. Some good body horror.
I thought you were
Alright.
gonna say your stream was just like me coming back onto the train after I just left it. So yeah,
Nice
Mr.
track.
MoW Crew, how's our track looking at the bottom of the hill?
Are you coming down?
We're just about to hit the switchback.
Went for the restroom a third time.
I am
Some
scrolling
cats
through
and camera
Discord
on.
things to figure out how to do this 90-degree. So have fun.
Then you the entire. Sorry
So
about
I
that,
guess we
guys.
can 050 over the affected area.
Yep.
No, you should be set to come through. Will have
I don't
to
know which
delete
ways.
one.
I don't know which way
Versus
my switches are pointing.
Yeah, no, I'll go set all the switches. I've only got like one piece of groundwork left to place here. There we go. The
Let's
groundwork's
see, there's
in.
the image.
You found it.
Went to the restroom for 1 minute, scarred the rest of everyone else for a whole day. Oh, lordy. Hello, Can Gaming.
Alright, you're lined for the.
So I
rubber
have
mill.
to reverse engineer this. This is where I'm coming in from.
Because it actually fits around
That's
the
right.
outside of the.
Oh, yeah, let me check.
Yes. So I have this here, and then it should be two switches.
Yeah, your brakes are all off.
Two switches, crossover. And then two more switches, and it hits the end of the switch I'm turning into. So now we'll find out if I mathed and reverse engineered this the correct way. Okay, that did place in. Because if this ends up with that, your track is in the foul, by the way. It does not.
Oh, very cool.
I have
Thanks
gone
for joining
one
the stream,
too many.
Can.
Your track is no longer in the foul. So essentially I have to take from this one and come one switch over back, and now we're set. Now it should be the Clown 25-degree patented turn
Is that enough spicy fast for you?
from this
No,
there.
get a little bit more speed.
And then we'll take a
Well, you
switch
shut
off
off
of
is all.
this.
Yeah, the regular stops adding speed once you're over the maximum speed.
Oh, really?
Take a switch
Guess that makes
left,
sense. That's why it's
and
coded
this will
that way.
go that way. Over there somewhere.
That's a wobble.
Smidge a wobble.
McLean has assured me it'll get ironed out sometime when he gets round to doing the thing.
Yet here we are, running ops. I want to get, I've been talking with QMA. I want him to apply the kind of heat wavy stuff he's got to the smoke effect he's got in the new build. Because when you're sitting, I mean, this is a pretty good effect if you don't have the fire, like, totally choked out.
So, Clown, with laying this, you lay a bit of track over the cross piece, and then it's straight up 25 from there, or do you ease into it?
Oh
or
no, you
what?
gotta ease into it.
Look up
So, 5-degree
gravity
ahead.
trains off of a
Odds,
2,570 foot
stupid
mountain.
switch.
Lordy.
So, Ice, you're saying choking out the fire would just make it rolling black smoke,
Oh
right? Am
God,
I
yes,
correct
yeah.
with that? So, was that just with coal? What if you did that with just wood?
You can get black smoke out with wood. It's not the same black as coal smoke, but you can get a really gross looking stack with wood.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to do with coal. Don't get me wrong. And coal is darker. To quote Spinal Tap, how much more black could it be? None more black. We're not lined. We're not lined. We're not lined. We're not lined. Ah! Okay, got it.
Well, I have
Break-
maximum brakes.
Brakeman of the year. Continue.
I applied maximum brakes the moment the switch stand rendered.
I'll take my Brakeman of the Year award for that.
Oh, that was close. I seen that on the stream. Just
That was
very
about
close.
as close as it could have been, I think. It looks
You know,
like
I
the
thought
next
you were
ones are
ordering it to
lined.
Pharma.
So, how the heck did I flip that in time? I don't know. You get extra skills by being a real railroader to do that. And what in the switch
Excuse me,
post is
it's,
going on over here?
It's throw
So
the
there's a
switch,
wire over
not
there that
the
goes into the yard, and then I assume this is the switch that's going to go off down to the smelter.
I see.
Yep.
I'm just
That's
looking at the
ground
floating
light.
switches that he's. Clown is doing clown things, I'm presuming.
Actually, Mickley is doing clown things. Excuse you.
Oh,
Mickley's measuring. I think he put a crossover there at one point, and then started measuring off it.
oh, that's neat.
Yes, clown showed me how.
Anyway, let's just slowly roll this in, maybe. No. Cease loading, cease loading.
Yep. Yep, they're all went in,
Well,
so
that's fine.
back them up.
You know, you can start unloading there.
I have done the thing.
So I'm here to help commit rerail and see how fast we can get this baby going up. the
Oh
hill.
yeah, I wanna see if that's a thing that we could do. So let's get up to the top, and then we'll both grab a re-rail car, and then we'll ride on the back, and we'll just be re-railing over ourselves. And
Sounds
I'm
good.
excited to see what opportunities that affords the EPNNS.
I think if we do it with two, it might break. We'll go maximum speed with Betsy hauling 2 cars and 1 car being per rail, so like that'll be fine.
But we
We
wanted
don't
to
need
see if
all
we
hands,
could.
We'll figure it out.
I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is one person's going to get a re-railing, and then the next person who attempts to like get that slot is going to see the slot is occupied, and then it won't re-rail, and then they'll lose the car because it'll be too far away.
John Kuzma says coal is black, wood is gray when the blower is off. And I mean, you can get some. It depends entirely on what type of wood you're burning and how much you have. But if you have a lot of wood packed in there, you can get some coal-looking smoke out of it. But yeah, it's less than coal for the same amount of fuel for sure.
Yeah, this is what ops look like on the S&D. Look at that groundwork there, spicy.
Spicy groundwork.
HPNS.
Oh yeah, all the cars still are incorrect right now. They're still read EPNS.
EPNS.
Yeah, I thought it was the
Nice.
HPN. Yeah, well, whatever.
We're just
We'll figure it out.
It was meant to be, but then I forgot because I in my brain was going haha EPNS.
Oh. Well, it's
We're
supposed to.
reorganizing, but don't have enough money for paint yet.
It was
so-
supposed to be the hope, pray, and survive
suffer.
and suffer. Yeah, the
Suffer.
hope,
not
pray, and
throughout,
suffer.
Opposite.
Yep, that's right.
That's fine. We'll get it corrected with the flats.
Did you run out of steam again, Pharma?
No, we had our brakes on.
Oh.
Speaking of which, it's the HP and S.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
HP
get it corrected with the
ampersand
tier 2
S.
flats
Yeah.
right now. The
I am-
log flats are all
I
wrong.
am buying the tier 2 flats right now. What do we want to number them?
S101, S102, S103 because they're state.
Works for me.
S101. Tier
Please
2.
tell me the spline update will keep
S02.
unlined switches yeeting trains. Yes, the spline update will prevent. You will be able to run through switches. No more problems. No more derailments on switches.
Lame.
Yes.
Down
It-
to
Everyone collectively
3.
uninstalls railroads and line extender because they no longer need it to run through the switches.
It will make it interesting if you forget to line your stuff because you're lazy, I think. But yeah,
Yes.
switches on a grade should be much easier because it's just spline based. When shoveling coal for future coal burning engines, you're gonna need a shovel like Derail Valley, or is it just gonna be chucking handfuls? I hope we do a shovel. That would be a little stupid otherwise. I mean, not that
Well,
I
you don't wanna
have.
get your hands dirty.
I have thrown pieces of coal in one at a time in every locomotive I've fired. That has been a thing that I've done. But if you're actually moving, you pray that you don't have to do that. I've only done it once, and it sucked.
Don't you hate that when you stuff up?
Pick up chunks of coal bare-fisted, throw them into the firebox. Yep, no, been there, done that. I thought you said you didn't want to do spring switches. Well, people were saying that spring switches were unrealistic, and I've always said that for gameplay's sake, it should be an option. You should be able to use them, because, I mean...
Wait, so you're saying that throwing chunks of coal in by hand is realistic?
That's a thing that has had to
Historically
happen.
accurate.
Historically accurate. It's not very efficient, and it would suck. I mean, the whole reason you wanted to use coal is so you can use a shovel. But
And functionally in game, I can't imagine it'd be that much of a different process. You just pick up a shovel object, and then there'd be a shovel graphic in front of you as you
yeah,
pick
click
up
and
the coal and put it in.
yeah, it's there's not going to be any difference gameplay wise, but it'll be animation wise. Oh, you have a shovel, yay!
Like, I can't imagine they go through the whole thing of, trying to get a layer of coal out flat all over the firebox instead of just like going, yeah, huck it.
Yep. People are asking questions about literally hand bombing coal. We had a day we were operating 346 at the Railroad Museum, and I'm going to tell the story, so Tristan, you do the re-railing of the car. That'll just
Don't forget to get
make
the
more
switch.
sense.
All right.
I'll get the switch, yep. We're running 346 at the museum, and 346's tender tank is a brand new tender tank built by the Strasburg Railroad out of stainless and everything, and they replicated the old tank, but we didn't know how the old tank had the shovel mounted.
Good to go.
Alright,
For
so look down at the
storage.
track and just waggle your mouse.
Is it moving on your end, Tristan?
Well, we need to get past the switch first.
Oh, there we go. Well, this is the stupidest thing I've seen in a minute.
Waggle more.
Yeah, get a good bit past it. There we go.
Yeah, you can't look straight down. Okay.
Look at this train, everyone. It's a beautiful train.
Look
Anyway.
at my train is amazing.
Where are you guys at?
We are just past the junction at the iron ore mine, heading up to the logging camp now.
Okay. Because, for reference, your track is in the foul down here.
Oh, well, we've already been down to the sawmill and back.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were going to the freight depot or something.
Oh no, we are going back up for more logs. Anyway, we were running
Can't afford your idiot.
we were running 346, doing laps at the museum. We didn't know exactly what the correct shovel hang-up was, so she just kind of had this BS bent hook, which is probably what it had, but it kind of jostles around and stuff, and we went over a tough tough joint in the rail, which we hadn't fixed. It was back before we repaired all the track at the museum, and I was going to hang up my shovel at that instant, and it missed the hook when the tender went katunk, and the scoop went flying off the side, of course, right when I needed to do a little bit more firing. And so my shovel's now on the side of the railroad, and I just started throwing coal in piece by hand. And we get to the station, and I asked one of the volunteers standing around at the station, car attendants, was like, hey, go to the east side of the crossing, pick up my coal scoop, and hand it to me on the next lap, please. I need it, because we still had a couple more laps to go. Because this is the only railroad in the world where you could lose your coal scoop over the side and then pick it up on the next lap. Nowhere else in the world does that work, but it worked at the museum. And so we come around, and I managed to keep pressure up just fine with literally hand bombing the coal into the firebox. And we get down to the point where we could see the crossing, and there's the same volunteer, and he's standing there with an 8-foot long track shovel. And it's just Have you ever looked at what we do? Have you ever seen the coal scoop? I've seen you look at me shovel coal before. Did you realize that I was doing it with an 8-foot shovel or a 2-foot shovel? Anyways, so I proceed to ask my engineer to slow down. I got off moving equipment, which was against our rule book, because most people couldn't be trained to do it properly. So, anyways, I broke the rules, went, grabbed my shovel, got back on, did the firing I had to do, and then the same volunteer who didn't know what a coal scoop was chastised me for getting on and off moving equipment, to which I said, hey, they trained us how to do it in the event of an emergency, and you didn't know what a coal scoop was, so I deemed that an emergency.
Nice.
A little silly. Anyway.
Damn, it feels good to be going fast up this hill.
It is nice. Yeah, Tristan holding the weight up, I guess.
Yeah, so you don't have to wheel your mouse. You just have to make sure you're following the track. And you gotta shoot like maybe 15 feet behind us. And easy sailing.
That's funny. This is efficiency. This is a cursed train? No, this is a blurst train.
This is the hard mode map. We're using hard mode techniques.
Yeah, you gotta be advanced to play on the hard mode map.
Later on, when we actually have one of the logging trains doing this route, we're going to be side-loading cars.
Ooh, what does that mean?
Means loading cars from other cars.
Oh, yeah.
It means we have to suffer less.
Transloading.
Because if you notice, yeah, up at the logging kit, we can only get 4 cars in that sliding.
Oh, I see.
So, to run an 8-car contest, we'll have to get 4 cars into the adjacent siding and side load from the 4 cars we actually loading and just jostle them back and forth to get all the cars loaded.
No one... So someone asks, do we have unofficial timed races around the loop at the museum? No, not in the locomotives, because that would be unsafe. On the pop car, the track inspection car, maybe. Just, yeah, maybe. That might have happened. Brett may or may not hold the lap time, the hot lap record on the RGS pop car.
Yeah, you didn't hear it here.
You didn't hear it here. That's definitely not something that's happened. What makes this map hard mode? Well, here, we're at the logging camp, and it's, I don't know, a good 100 yards higher than the iron ore mine.
Third highest mountain on the map.
Third highest mountain on the map, yeah. And this is the logging camp, so, lordy.
Come back another 5 feet.
Meanwhile, my chat is being entertained by track laying.
Yeah, you've got the objectively more interesting
We're
gameplay,
loading
probably.
cars. Just roll that in.
Well, you have to deal with 500 people asking, why is the map hardcore?
Well, it's not 5. It's only 164, and not all of them are asking, so.
Well, over the course of the times that we play this map, it's going to be at least...
It'll be at least 500. That's fine. Hey, guess what? I was in a voice chat earlier with Kitsune. Or Kitsune. I'm not sure. Yeah, you weren't there. I'm telling the stream. Yes,
Pretty
and
sure it's Kitsune.
Kitsune.
Is how
Okay.
I say it, but I don't know.
I don't know either. However they want it said. Anyways, I was in the chat with them, and yeah, there's more progress pictures theoretically coming towards us of the Shay. He said that he just had to animate it, which is a lot further along than anything I've seen, so it's good to hear.
Tristan's just doing some logging in third person there.
Is he really?
You can see him walking slowly sometimes.
So there's a fun bit if you wanna
slow,
play devil's advocate, that since I have been lobbying so hard to get into the streams and whatnot, and was arguably the first, it could all be just I want to get to the leaks first before Heist gets them.
I like it.
No ulterior motives from here.
We have no pressure.
You'd be a rubbish fireman. This is three times.
This happened on my railroad too. Why are you garbage at firing?
Tristan, can you load logs for a second?
I get a habit of just like not firing. Because that involves getting out of the vehicle UI, which means I'm probably leaving the train because I have Australia ping.
Uh-huh.
Come on, man.
So, am I hearing that you're just lazy? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, Australians are lazy.
No, you specifically. Clown is not lazy. Have you seen his track work?
Yes.
Exactly.
All right. Perfect. Shay is not next. Shay is probably still further away than some of the other locomotives are. Despite it going to animation, it's a Shay. It's a lot to animate.
Yeah, there's 100,000 moving parts, and I'm exaggerating, but still.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shaky bits on it.
Yep. And a lot of the other
Yeah,
engines are coming
you
along
gotta
pretty
animate
quick.
it shaking left and right too.
The Baldwin 060 that we've been showing in my Discord started on Tuesday and is pretty much done today, at least 3D model wise. So, yeah, our new modeler on the team now that things have been settled is quite fast. You gotta love it. So,
Like, serious shout out to all of the modeling team
yeah,
and everybody else for the amount of work they've put in the past number of hours.
couple hours and
Since-
days. I mean, yeah, it's just nuts.
Yeah.
And away we go. Down from the logging camp.
What do I
Yep.
think the rate between new content and bug fix updates will be there after the spline update? Depends on how many bugs there are in the spline update, I think. Because if it's buggy, I mean, it'll be bug fixes, but if it's not, more content. So it just depends.
Yep. Hi. Hello. We have 0 boiler pressure now, but that's fine. We had enough to get moving.
Oh, hey, that's fine. You'll get on 6% shortly, and you won't need it, so.
I do
Yep,
appreciate
6%
my chat
starts at
saying,
that one weird stone foundation there. You can see where the track just like has a bump.
I just want to call out my
no,
chat
so I
real
just
quick
couldn't be
for
bothered to fix
saying
it.
that it's very satisfying to watch people lay track, but only when they're good like Mickley.
Oof.
And I would like
Ooh.
to
Can we get
extend
brakes
that,
on the front car, please? I
extend
forgot
that
to
to
do
at
that.
least Clown.
Someone brakes the front car. By me.
I like it better no brakes.
Life's hard.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
got it. This is
That was fun
this
there
is
for a
officially spicy. Wanted to get on top of my logs. This is why being brakeman's dangerous. It's probably as dangerous as it is while playing this game with laggy, weird hitboxes. Is probably how dangerous really being on top of a load of logs like this would be.
Yeah, I've seen you just like probably died around 3 times doing that.
Pretty much. New list heist screams. No, we don't have. The counter doesn't go high enough for the times I scream stupidly, I don't think. Well, a new map be in a couple updates. Now, the new map will probably be down the road still. My earlier vague guesstimation was maybe August sometime, but that was based on literally nothing, so.
Doesn't the speed of a next map being implemented also depend on some other factors regarding certain people?
Possibly.
To some extent.
To some extent. We'll see. We
And
will see.
Hopefully,
Probably like look at
things
the
happen
Unreal
with
map
this
editor
certain
at some
person.
point.
I've used it. I know how to use it. Like it's not rocket surgery, but
Because I do think, yeah, once we get the spline update in, this map's just going to feel claustrophobic when you have Eurekas going, what, 50, and C70s doing 30.
I've had people back checking my statement of 50, which was passed down to me by a foamer, foamer who is associated with them, but when we were at the Coom Race in Toltec last August, it'll probably be more like 40 or 45, but still, your point stands.
I mean, yeah, 3 times the speed it currently goes is, yeah,
Yeah, significant, so.
enough to make the trips that used to take, like, half an hour take 10 minutes.
Yeah, it'll feel pretty small.
Oh, before I forget, in other news,
John K,
Clown
that
has hit
seems
300
stupid.
subscribers, and I have hit 200.
Yay!
Yay!
Congratulations! Woo!
I'm
Karma's
I'm
still not
almost
posting
at-
videos for some reason.
I'm almost at 10,000. Wink.
Oh, boo-hoo. Ice is
I can't.
Not already subbed.
I can't think of. I haven't had a really good idea for what the 10,000 sub special should be, but my heart has been saying lately that I should try and run 10,000 tons with the big boy down the Georgetown Loop in Train Simulator.
So
Oh.
I
Because
have a
that's-
Guys, 10k
suggestion.
subs. This is a Railroads Online channel. We have to do something Railroads Online. Let's get 10,000 tons
no.
on.
We could do
No,
10,000 ton
no.
railroads online
Oh,
I
train.
have a much better idea. So, in the chat that totally didn't happen, there was a certain game that we were talking about. We can play that game.
That's true. That
for the
game.
10,000
That
special.
game is. That is a very cool game.
Yes.
Don't get brakes off on the head car, please.
Yep. Got it.
Nothing suspicious here.
There we go.
What the heck?
Wacha.
Might need you to get it to put it on again, just so we can turn around faster. It's like once we start getting past the switch, just throw the brakes on.
Oh,
and
sure,
then throw
yeah.
them off when we get to stopped.
Yep. I got you. Tristan, are you getting the switch or the brakes? Switch. Okay, I got the brakes. Okay, brake on. And
brake
off. Yep, got it. Once the Shay is in
And
the
that's how you
game,
do a switchback, ladies and gents.
perfect. Can you tow the Shay behind Eureka at 40 miles an hour? You probably will be able to tow it relatively quick, but yeah, I don't think we'll simulate sending
There's no
pistons into
maintenance
space.
costs.
Yeah, we don't have
There's
the
no
rest of that
maintenance costs,
simmed yet,
so you
so
won't blow it up.
chains holding the logs down would look a lot nicer than just the stacked logs. I agree, but we'll see. We
In
slowly,
real life, if you towed a Shay behind a Eureka like that, it'd probably explode.
yeah, probably. I don't know how you'd do that. You'd probably just have to tow it slowly, I guess.
And
An
that
8.
defeats the point.
Hey, welcome, Wings. An 18C locomotive can probably do 50. Unbaffled tender starts to capsize at 40. That's the nuance. I keep forgetting the detail. They couldn't get Eureka faster than 40 because the tender has no water baffles in it, so the tender water sloshes around so violently it wants to flip itself. So
So
yeah.
what you're saying is, if we get rid of the tender, then we'll do 15 Eureka.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, 100%. So, will we be slowly adding new engines as they're made, or be one big drop once all of them are done? It'll probably be slowly as they get made. Maybe 1 or 2, or maybe 3 at a time. I know Armagon really wants to do themed packs, like, oh, we finished some DSP and P engines, have this update of 3 or 4 DSP and P engines, you know. So we might have some of that going too. But to start, I think it'll be 1 at a time, or 2 at a time, just because we have so limited right now.
Sawmill, we are on our way down at speed. How's our track looking? Are we in the foul?
Well, crickets.
Good chat.
Not a
Uh-oh.
clue. I haven't touched your track.
Oh,
I
we'll
don't know
probably
what
find
Tana's
that.
doing, but I have remembered now why this area sucks for a yard. It's because it has a slight incline. Options.
Disconnect the
graphics.
rods. Yeah, actually, Jeff Hicks is probably right. You'd probably disconnect the connecting rods from their cranks, I guess, on a Shay if you had to tow it that fast.
But isn't the Shay geared?
It is, yeah. You'd still have geared and the axle's spinning fast, but the problem is not so much the gear meshes.
okay, yeah,
It's the
yeah.
piston speed. Yeah.
Remove
Yeah,
them from
it's
the
the
pistons.
reciprocating mass that goes up and down.
Folks want to know what Pharma fire outs are. Well, that's the number of times that Pharma's put the fire out by not paying attention on this stream alone. And
You
the
made a
current,
counter?
I did. The current count is 3. So
That's a good one.
Beautiful.
That kind of gets to stay, I think.
I'm not a fireman. I'm an engineer.
he
if
is
we
a
really
good
wanna
union
count
lad.
that as an all-time thing, then we need to add one because he left the fire out when I was rescuing my coal mine trains.
Oh lordy, that wasn't on the hardcore map though. So
I still haven't forgiven him.
Not too bad.
technically correct in the most pointless way possible, indeed. When do I think passenger and mail services will be added? It'll probably be a minute. We've got the first passenger car being worked on, and it actually looks brilliant. There's sneak pics of it in my Don't Leak Hi Stop Leaking Stuff channel in my Discord. It actually looks brilliant.
Hello, I see you have the logs there. Could you put those back?
Yeah, I tried to use them and I can't. Client problems. But your fire's 0%, so.
The
I know,
fire's
that's why
at
I got out to do it.
So technically,
yeah.
his fire was at 0%, so we're upping the count because the fire was out.
The fire was out, yeah.
Didn't lose pressure though.
It technically counts because it's a fire out, not a run the. It's only been 3 run the boiler outs.
Oof, ugh.
Yeah, look at this design.
shush.
Garbage, 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 garbage.
You know what? I'm having to build a yard on a grade, so shush.
Okay. Well, then you just call it a hump
Can we get a
yard.
garbage switch counter?
Garbage switch counter, at least 2. Oh lordy.
This whole screen is just counters.
Yeah. What is his screen? It's actually just a bunch of memes. Any locomotive is a DSP and P locomotive if you put a Kongdong stack on it. That's yeah, pretty accurate. Alright, dump these boys.
Man, looks like I'm breaking a good spot.
I gave you a break in the middle car, so seemed to work. All right, bye Tristan.
How much money do you have now?
Let me check. 20. So one more run and we'll have a Eureka to buy.
Should we just do the last load of logs to the firewood depot at the Iron Mine?
You
Well,
know,
I'm surprised you haven't done logs to that already.
I support that measure. I support that. This is getting repetitive.
if it's legitimately lined in properly, that's a honest run, that one. If
The
it's
state
legitimately
cars are
lined.
already bought, by the way. Don't buy new ones.
Thank you. What exactly
Wait,
is
didn't you have
increment again?
$2,000? You just delayed buying the next locomotive by $1,000 now.
Well, we had to buy the state cars.
Yeah, we had to have
Yeah, we
cars.
could have had one of the other people who didn't have $2,000 to get that.
It was $1,000.
Yeah, I had
One
$1,000.
Oops.
I could have got those, and then we'd be 1K closer to getting the next locomotive after we get the Eureka.
What
Not
grade was I
not
meant to be
my-
making here?
Okay, for the
That's
15th time, the hardcore map is with all the industries moved. Well, not all of them, but many of the industries moved to make it a total pain. So the log camp is on top of one of the tallest mountains in the map. All sorts of fun stuff like that, made by Humanity Kills. So
What was that, Clown?
I said, what sort of grade was I meant to be making here?
Nothing over 3%.
Oh, okay. I
putting
went
an
2.5.
economy Eureka tender on a single pokey. No.
Because, yeah, the 3% is going to be the deciding what we move.
Jonathan, I've not played
essentially.
much Transport Fever. I bought it and then refunded it because I wanted multiplayer back in the
Because
day.
everything
But
that has to deal with whatever
I
the
might
grade
have
is
to
that's
pick it up
buildable
now that
have
I'm
to deal
doing
with
YouTube
3%.
content stuff. Oh, somebody answered that question for me. Thank you, A101A.
Maybe, I don't know. It depends on when we're going to hook up to the Ironworks that's like over on our west.
No worries. It's not terribly clear, and I didn't put it in the description, which, yeah, I
Yeah,
should have.
how
but-
do we think we're going to get over there, lads? Do we want the Giga Bridge?
I have a bridge in plan. Okay? No touchy. That is my project. I called dibs.
Oh, is Khan playing Transport Fever?
Okay, in that case, I have
I haven't
dibs
seen
on
his
the
videos
depot,
in a
since
minute.
We're calling dibs by route.
It's been a busy week.
By route to make? Oh, the freight depot. Okay, never mind. can
Are you
have
trying to kill us with these trees?
I mean,
You
a little.
almost decapitated Pharma and Betsy in one fell swoop.
It was really fun to watch. Gotta pass the time, you know?
Oh, good idea.
There's no actual hitboxes for the trees on the locomotives. I noticed the other day.
Is it just with the cars, or did he change that?
There is a
it's-
hitbox.
If you've got your car loaded, the trees will hit your load.
Oh.
Furious.
No, the trees will hit the bottom of the car.
Oh, I tried to get it to do it the other day and I couldn't get it to do it. But if I put a load on it, yeah, bang every time.
The trees retain their collision they have when trees, so... Like, the actual collision properties don't change, it's just that the trees don't have weight and they can move.
I'll grab the switch if you want to grab the last car this time.
Sorry, I've got bots advertising porn in my stream that I'm trying to take care of.
Oh, phenomenal.
got him.
Thank you.
I got him. Oh, think I got him.
I got switch. You get the break.
Okay.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Like, as sucky as that is, Heist, I
Take the
am
cream
now
stick.
glad that I'm glad that I'm not the only one who's been having that issue.
The bots.
Yeah, it's the same bot.
It is. I've gotten them doing comments and stuff on my channel too. It's frustrating.
I haven't seen comments. I'm not that popular yet.
Come and spam.
Sawmill line is now in the foul, so suck it.
So folks are arguing about not Team Fortress, Transport Fever and Transport Fever 2. If I was to play one of them for railroad fun stuff, would it 1 or 2? Which one's the better one?
3.
I don't own either of them.
Hi, so are you coming back up here, or?
Hi, hello. Hi,
Oh.
I'm.
Who did we leave bouncing at the?
Me, I went to go get the switch.
Oh,
He's not wrong.
So who's driving the train?
No one. Now me. Now I'm running the train.
okay, neat. I'm glad I asked.
Oh, Lordy, that was yeah, that was the thing.
Farmer, do you want me to leave this car for you, so you can have it as a companion on your way back up?
No, I'm taking the shortcut.
I saw the
I'll
same
beat
plasmic.
you guys to the top of the hill.
Oh, sure enough.
I haven't wings. I've been
So I
trying to
can just
think of
walk
something.
Up this 45-degree cliff incline.
If you've got a better inkling, I'd take your advice for it. I was trying to think of something along the lines of, I don't know.
I know what I'm
I
doing.
couldn't think. Something that
you
sums things up and sums up the feelings, I think.
Yeah, I fired the train, and then I got off. So we have fire going all the way to the top of the hill, and then I'll meet the train back up here after I set the switches that need to be set.
Well, I guess, yeah, we could have just left it unpiloted and see what happened. It's not like it was going to do anything. But
Like, I'm up here now.
Confident.
the only hot singles in your area are on your grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah. Nailed it.
Don't put mayo on your grilled cheese sandwich.
I remember this.
I
was
briefly
there for that.
briefly saw some argument about the construction of grilled cheese sandwiches in my Discord, and I just blitzed past it. Just posted
That's
something
probably
else.
a good idea.
Were
That was
people
something that was in my stream yesterday.
were people having stupid arguments about stupid things about grilled cheese sandwiches?
Some people
Sure.
finally figured out that mayonnaise has fats in it, and you can use it to grill a cheese instead of butter. And those people are
But
wrong.
why-
You use butter.
Exactly. Why would you use mayonnaise?
You
and not
you
butter?
get a better browning with mayonnaise, but you get way better flavor with salted butter. Not just butter, salted butter. That's
yeah,
the
that's
move.
why you use
Exactly.
butter instead of oil to fry things, because you want the butter flavor.
Yep. If you want even browning on your grilled cheese, you get great browning with
Lying.
butter and it tastes better. Use butter.
If I want even browning on my grilled cheese, I use my actually decent quality frying pan that distributes heat evenly. Hello.
You mean you don't use your M5 browning?
Oh, hello. I guess I can give you the train back. It's all yours.
Lame.
No?
Boo.
Nobody?
Downvote.
See,
Yeah.
I told you
My
before,
joke?
and I'm more of a
Did
fan
you
of the M2 browning.
I was gonna say M2. If you would have said the right number, you would have gotten it. But
Is there an M5 browning, or did I just?
I
just
don't know
straight
if
up
there's an
mess it up?
M5, and the M2 is the 50 caliber machine gun. If that's what you're thinking of.
Thinking you made it up, friend. Sorry.
I'm gonna check now.
I
If
think the
there's an
M5 browning is a shotgun.
Might be. I wouldn't be surprised if there is one, but I don't know what it is.
No, the Browning Auto 5 is a shotgun. There's no M2. Oh, there's no M5. There is M2. M2 HB.
I screwed it up.
How dare you? You should
I'm
throw
not
your
too
grilled
bad,
cheese
alright.
into the firebox, nice and completely even browning on all sides. He's not wrong, but I don't know if it's necessarily browning.
I think it's blacking.
I think it is blacking. Yes.
Incinerating.
Blackened grilled cheese, brought to you by Firebox.
Anyway, there's that switch stand that's now slightly less floating, but still looks disgusting.
It's got that anthracite taste you desire.
Semi-bituminous. Don't be pretentious.
Bituminous? What if my firebox is wood?
Well, then wood. Then make sure it's cherry or apple.
Those are pies, not wood.
Yes, it's wood. You've never
No, those are
smoked some
pies.
You've never made barbecue, is what I've just learned.
I was
Oh,
making
man.
a
Mick
joke
is not
about
a barbecue
pie.
man.
Come on, guys.
Well, you
I
you
actually
didn't
know how to
deliver it well
barbecue,
enough.
alright?
Oh, that's
Fine.
He
pizza.
does
Sorry.
not know how to
Fine.
smoking.
See, I like mesquite stuff.
Mesquite. Ooh, a Texas man.
Mesquite? No, Arizona thing. That's not a Texas thing.
You sure? Oh, now we've started a barbecue fight. This is worse than the grilled cheese fight. I concede defeat. I'm from the one state in the union that does not do good barbecue. Why did you let this just roll?
I was.
Are
coming
you
back
changing the
for it.
subject? That sounds like you're trying to change the subject.
No,
I was rolling this into that so you didn't have to move it back.
I've got two
Oh.
engineers who are also playing Brakeman at the same time while I'm trying to load a train, and things are happening up here.
Well, it wouldn't have been a problem if Arma hadn't done his thing.
It would have been a problem if you didn't get in my train.
Yeah, you left
Pharma's
it on.
fault. Always blame Pharma. Yep. This is how we do things on the whatever this railroad's called.
HPNS.
HPNS. Thank you, Tristan.
The hope, pray, and suffer.
Not me who bought 4 tier 2 flat cars and forgot the name already.
The holy peanuts and salted.
Man, there's lots of hot takes talking about Texas BBQ, and apparently not enough people have experienced Kansas City BBQ. Just saying.
Or like Memphis or something.
I love Kansas City style, but I also spent a lot of time there for the railroad, so.
I will admit, Texas Roadhouse is pretty tasty, and I love their rolls.
Well, that's the reason you go to Texas Roadhouse, so.
I know.
What are we doing?
Who knows?
Oh, we're doing the
Refilling your logs. Go move to finger position.
back the train up a half car. That was the
Pretty sure we're attempting to make money to buy another locomotive.
This is the silliest thing I've
specifically one
seen.
that is not sucky.
Quarter car forward, if you would. Probably doesn't matter, but yeah, Texas Roadhouse is acceptable. They have tasty things, but I wouldn't say that's like barbecue.
Well, I was just going off of tasty food.
That is
not
tasty.
necessarily
That's fair.
barbecue.
That is tasty food. Somebody else was butting in with Texas Roadhouse as a part of the barbecue discussion, as far as I could tell. But maybe it was referencing you. So, Dutch oven cooking. Dutch oven. I don't have a Dutch
What?
oven, but
Oh, you suck if you don't have a Dutch oven.
I know. But I like recipes that are made with them.
Dutch
so.
ovens are based.
I'm not sure if you mean that as a good thing or bad thing. Mostly because it's.
I mean, I
meat
just
or
enjoy
more.
anything I can like cook in on the stove and then put in the oven later.
That is a nice move. Yeah.
Oh, here's a good dish. Have you guys ever had German pancakes?
I have not.
I would make it for you if I were anywhere near you, but I'm sorry.
You
I'm
wanna
not going to
articulate it with the
fly
Kongdon would
however
be
many hours it
pretty
is to
cursed
wherever it
looking,
is
I
you
think.
are to make you that kind of food. If I was paid to do this, then maybe.
All right, we're all loaded. You want the brake on the lead car? Or the trail car? You
guys
got
are
it.
getting
I'm
paid?
staring at it.
Yeah, you guys are paying?
Exactly.
Heist is getting paid. He's getting lots of money for all these logs we're just putting locations.
Indeed.
Well, he's getting paid IRL because he has enough YouTube people to actually be monetized.
I've not had Hop and Grape in Longview. No, I've not spent much time in Longview.
The line to the sawmill is no longer in the foul. For now.
Oh, we're gonna go to
That's
the iron ore mine, dump logs, and then I'm gonna go respawn and buy my Eureka. And oh lordy, we gotta figure out what to name it.
Your Eureka.
My Eureka.
New heights, new Putus.
New Heights, New Pootis. Elevated Pootis.
Pudis
love that.
and squared. Put the squared symbol on it. Here, I'll go get the code for it.
I'd support that.
Arma would know.
Morning from France. Morning. Yeah. What is stream chat turned into? Anything about the stream? No, they're arguing about food.
Well, no, someone has said poo the number 2 is. So Pootis.
Pootis. That's wings.
Putus.
Pootus.
I know.
That's
I'm
also
just-
very good. Yeah, I would
Anyway,
support
I
that.
put it in the discussion. If you just copy and paste that, it'll be. It
Do we-
should go on.
Do we think pootis squared or pootis?
I like
Pootus?
I think the squared has more curse energy because you need some technical knowledge to actually type it.
Debatable.
Pancakes or waffles, we must know.
Waffles.
They're breakfast carbs, man. I'm not gonna turn down breakfast carbs. If I'm being real.
Depends. If I'm making it myself, pancakes, because I can make pretty good pancakes. But if I'm like eating somewhere where I don't know the quality of their pancakes, I'll get waffles instead.
That's actually the best answer. I would answer with Pharma's answer. Pootis with umlauts. Putis. That's the way food in a railroad. I had one of my, I don't remember if it was a coworker or who, but early on in my railroad career, I got given the advice, hey, you're going to be managing people that are way older than you. They're going to be pissed off about it. You know, make friends, and the best way to their heart is through their stomach. Oh, okay. So, buy the guy's food. Someone just confirmed a big ass
Sorry, guys.
spline. Yeah.
That was a long one.
Serious shout out to Wings though, with the harmonica work on that song.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
that was awesome. Yeah. That was
Justin, of all the
sick.
trees you cut down, you didn't cut down that one? That's clipping into the rail ties over there?
it's fine.
This is fine.
Pootis with an infinity symbol instead of the double O. I don't think we have an infinity symbol in the
Not in
font.
the font. I
Yeah.
attempted to use it.
Of course you have Pharma.
And I'm the one who made the post that people can no longer see now with all the letters that you can't have on the locomotive, because I've tried them all. If there is a way to type it with just a keyboard without having to refer to an external website, I've attempted to put it on a locomotive.
My inner Motley Crew and Spinal Tap fan tells me that I need to have the umlauted Pootis in my life.
Okay, which one's the umlaut? Is that the double?
That's the double dots.
point spot?
I pasted it in chat. Does that work?
Yeah, you can just copy and paste into the text field.
Beautiful.
Pharma, are you eating
Yeah, I got some shapes.
He's got some shapes.
It's an Aussie thing.
What
Yep.
is that
The
supposed
fried
to
chicken
mean?
ones actually taste like KFC, did you know?
What?
Shapes
What
are
the heck
little
is a
savoury
shape?
biscuits. Shapes are small savoury biscuits, but they're
Okay, American biscuits or English biscuits?
Yeah, those are. Oh god.
neither Australian
Crackers.
biscuits.
So they're
crackers,
neither-
Yeah.
Crackers. Okay. What? And you call them shapes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
they
they're all
come in
different-
little shape.
Yeah, you can, the different flavours are a different shape.
I don't think we can put the
So you know
TM
which one you're
on.
picking up by the shape that you pick it up when they dump them all on the one plate.
Oh,
All right, looks like we
It's
are loaded
very
into the
Australian.
unloading side.
So it's like a conglomerate of different flavored Cheez-Its? Do we know what Cheez-Its are in Australia?
No.
What's a cheese it?
It's a brand that makes
My-
a cracker.
My stream is now counting the number of times I scream, and the count is they're arguing between 2 and 4. Stop! 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 Oh, why
Stop,
did it?
what's that? Do
Oh.
you use brakes?
We do.
What are those?
You wanna bring it ahead? Oh, you're back.
Get on the way out.
All right. Okay. I forgot that Kime added a can only do thing. Sorry, it'll only unload if there is an unload target. We need to get some of this wood out, though.
No, you can load while it's full. It'll get you money.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, it'll still let you unload anyway.
Yeah, the only thing it checks for is that if the platform is wrong or if the car is of the wrong type. Otherwise, it'll just let you unload.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, I've got monies, and I'm going to go buy a Eureka, so farewell, Crew World. I'm going to save real quick, because we haven't saved yet this session.
Have
Just
fun
hang
start
on.
running that back up.
I'm middle of the spline, so yeah, I'll get you to save again in a second because I'll be finished this spline. I'm nearly around the hill.
People are now talking about shapes. I can only assume that there's several Australians in the chat.
I mean, have you seen the reactions we get from the flags whenever we get an announcement? There's lots of Australians.
Yeah, fair enough.
Karma, that's just you, and everybody clicks it because they think it's cool.
Oh, wait a sec. Half the time it's me.
Fair. Touche.
Can't afford flags on the Eureka.
That's fine. This Eureka is not an
1,
unscheduled
2,
extra.
3,
We've
4,
scheduled it
5,
hard.
6, 7.
Oh, umlaut Pootis doesn't work. Cries.
Because it puts the font in a different case.
Hmm.
If you get the uppercase umlauts and do it all uppercase, it should be fine.
Oh, really? Oh, let me try that. I'm not sure how to type in uppercase in that. Don't mind me copying and pasting from the Wikipedias.
0214.
How do you know all these off the top of your head?
I don't. I know roughly where all the umlauted accented letters are, and then I just work my way backwards through A, E, I, O, U.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Nah, that doesn't work either. Bummer. Or do I have to do the little umlauts with the uppercase?
What?
Not a clue.
that does look stupid. I think that's cursed. I think we can live with that. And then put the square on it.
HP and S.
Remember, it's an ampersand and a railroad goes on the end because the Tinder has room for that.
5.
Hey, hope, pray, and suffer fits on the side of the tender, so we're going for it.
There you go.
Then we'll actually remember what the name of the railroad is. And the number is going to be 2.
Yep, whoever bought these tier 2 flats did not put the periods between all the letters.
Well, sorry.
For reporting marks, you didn't always see that, so I think that's fine. And the period on the end is really just a like way old school railroad thing, so.
We are way old school. We just bought a Eureka.
Well, hence why I put it on the end. But yeah. Have I heard of fried sauce?
Nobody
Yes, I know
told
what
me I
fried
had
sauce
to do
is.
it that way.
Well, why don't
These
you
characters
know?
have actually just come out lowercase without the umlauts. That's cursed as fuck.
It's brilliant. I think it just looked. I saw it in the menu and I was like, that's extra cursed. We'll do that. That looks really dumb. Yeah.
Anyway, I got it cooking off now. Someone came over here with me.
Yeah, I
Bob.
did. I teleported back because I assumed I was gonna have to run it. But anyway,
No, I can't put you in a vehicle UI. That means you don't get money.
well, we could. Well, true. Yeah, you can't be in the UI. I could drive it first person. It's not like we have to actually do anything on this railroad. It's laid perfectly by you guys. So.
If you can
This
just
section isn't.
nice.
Oh yeah,
Except that part.
this section isn't. That's fair.
The section we actually have to drive today was laid by you and Tristan.
Uh-oh.
It'll be fine. It's fine. It'll be fine.
The porter made it
Will
over.
though?
We'll
There's
see.
also a switch we'll need to line later. Because we'll be pulling straight through the middle of the iron yard, and that's a confusing switch array that might derail us.
It's true. Yeah, it is Pootus squared. Pootus! I love my heavy weapons guy, okay? It's my favorite species of spicy water.
What is spicy water?
I can only assume that they're referring to adult beverages, but
Oh, that kind of spicy water. Okay.
that's what I'm
gotcha.
assuming. I don't know.
Yep, spicy water
Old
means the
Indian
water
term.
that's like adult, and the forbidden water means the water that you shouldn't be drinking. Like if I point at the fry oil and call it the forbidden soup, people upvote.
It's true.
Forbidden soup.
It is forbidden soup. Yes, alcohols. Okay, well, I am partial to Irish whiskeys myself, but
Yeah, Irish whiskies are nice.
I am an equal opportunity whiskey employer. I turn into a little excited sorority girl if you give me rum, which is a problem. Tristan and Clown, no.
More rum.
Yeah, why
But-
is the rum
But
gone?
why is the rum gone?
Is the rum always gone?
Oh, you're getting raided again.
Yeah, I see that. I'm
We
trying
know
to.
why the rum was gone because Heist was there.
Yeah, that is why the rum was gone. Because we decided to start watching Pirates of the Caribbean at 1 a.m. That's a good idea.
It's the best idea.
Mick took care of it. He's a good man. Alright.
Yes, I spy with my little eye. You get shut down.
Yeah, back
Goodbye.
in. Oh, what number is this? 2?
2.
So, for reference, Heist, I think the way I got rid of it on my channel was I put in a filter to say...
Oh,
no.
whatever they go for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dunk. Dunk.
I don't think this, if I do it this way, it will actually work.
I love Armagon's fonts on the tender, and then just writing really stupid stuff in it. It just looks great.
I
Screenshot.
wish we had
from
Greek
the-
alphabet characters.
That'd be great.
So here's a part of this we hadn't considered. Can Eureka actually do 4 empties up what is ostensibly a 5% rolling grey section that Heist and Tristan built?
It should be able to. Empties? Come on, Eureka.
Because, like, remember when we did the free empty calculation and capped out at 5.8?
You got 2 year, right? When you can pick up the re-rail tool. That'd be useful.
I think it'll work.
Anyway, a head full.
A head full. Give it the beans.
Hey, that's my line.
Give it the Heinz.
Give her all the beans.
Have I seen the Mexican standard gauge fairlies? No, I not. And I don't know if I want to see them.
Excellent, we've hooked these up in order. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did we really? That's funny.
I think that's a first. I don't think I've ever seen Heist put his rail cars in order before.
Well, I didn't buy these, so. But yeah, they never end up being in order. I don't know. That's one of my favorite things because in American railroads, the process was so linear for everything that it was like you would just run your train, you'd buy a new car, and it would just end up being perfectly in order, and there was no reason for it to change. And it was really hard to derail, too. And then re-railing was the biggest pain in the world, so you didn't do it. So, like, having real operations where you end up with the cars out of order is like, I don't know, it just feels good. The crane from American Railroad's probably not. Something similar like it may be, but... Ah, yes, our good squiggle here. And this is Tristan's segment, the return bridge.
Nope, this is mine now.
Oh, this is yours now? It's been fixed.
You've redone it.
Tristan's didn't touch the ground, so I had to redo it with a steel bridge that actually connects with the ground.
I mean, it used to when there was groundwork there.
Did you lay it in Tristan's awful, squirrely favor, or was that your own doing?
I put the steel bridge underneath the track that existed, and then because the grade was inconsistent, I had to relay the track.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's, we did a really good job with that, Tristan. Thanks. That was good of us.
Yeah, anytime.
Nailed it. It looks like the old ES&D bridge. It does. We tried to do pretty much the same route and tried to find a better place to turn around, and then realized we couldn't, so we did the same thing.
Yeah,
I was
brought
very,
to you by
very bummed
Spicy
about
Water
it.
And
Yeah.
Domino's is what powered that.
Brought to you by Spicy Water and Domino's. Indeed.
And now we're on the part where this engine's probably going to struggle, and I might have to pick up a car with my hands.
We'll see. Pharma is God. Oh yeah, we're slowing down.
Ah, I have done it. I have done the thing.
It's just that bridge, right?
Yeah, I think
It
it like
only
levels
took
out
me
immediately after
15
this,
minutes.
and like I was, just like lots of interrogation marks. Like, okay, why does the grade go from like 3 to 4 to 5 to 2 to 0?
Man,
Because
it's so
it
weird
does.
hearing the Australian speak.
You have so much space. You didn't need that to be like a train setting grade of what can actually run up here.
Who says a ton of interrogation marks?
Yeah.
Me, because that's what they're called.
No, they're question marks.
Is that what he meant?
Yes.
Interrogation.
Interrogation.
Okay, I've never heard that before.
Sorry, my British origins have just come out a bit in the stream.
Oh lordy.
Apparently.
He's one of the genuine first convicts then.
We always knew it to be true.
Now I'm getting
Confirmed.
canceled.
Yep, I'm
Now getting
actually a
canceled.
470-year-old vampire, and I came over with the first group of settlers.
Figures.
That's
No
why I
wonder
live
you
in
don't
Portland,
sleep.
because this is the original landing point.
No wonder you
See,
don't
now-
sleep. Up all
Now,
night.
This is the difference. I'm actually in Australia.
I knew there was something smelly about him. Something smelling fishy. Man, I really screwed that up.
Anyway,
That's
when we
not
get
on
to
a
the
roll
long,
today.
straight steel bridge, I'm going to put out a slow order, because we'll need to throw some switches before we get to the Iron Man.
Okay.
That is correct, my chat. It is midnight 15. Midnight 20 now.
Yeah, 12:22 over my.
Yeah. It is about my time to be getting off.
Yeah, I was thinking
Unfortunately.
maybe try and run one load of beams and lumber, and then call it there. It'll probably be another 10-15 minutes, or I don't know, maybe get to the sawmill. Do that for next time.
Mid spline. I want to finish.
Yeah, like we'll let you finish up,
So,
man.
tell you what, both my chat and Heiss's chat, at some point during this upcoming week, back in stream and we'll finish this yard.
Was
Plus
that the long
Luke.
bridge that you were worried about?
No, the long bridge is made of steel.
Oh, okay.
I'm just laying it out with switches right now to get a rough guesstimate of where it needs to be and how many lanes we're going to get.
Oh, I see it.
These windows actually open all the way.
They're doors, but yes. And yes,
Doors?
they suck as much as you think to walk through. They're basically a window, but they're called
Yeah,
doors.
but you're slow. A question at the sawmill, do we have a way to turn around when we get there?
Is that Y complete? 'Cause someone was building a Y there.
Technically, but one side of it switches, and I think there's a bit of track missing.
Car Nuts, I'm hoping to go. The Great Western Steam Up. Yeah, I've not made plans, but I want to go to that, yeah.
I mean, we can just like back through and shove down the hill, so then when we pull out, we're going forward again.
Yeah, it works for me.
Just throw that switch back, and you're good to start backing.
Okay.
You're good.
Oh, am I looking at the wrong switch? Yeah, I am. I keep looking and I'm like, okay, so it goes right, and then we gotta go right again, but that's it. The firewood track's a dead end. I keep forgetting that. Is this yard track speed approved?
Yeah, you can
What
go 17
yard?
here.
Oh, okay. Iron mine.
What yard?
Iron mine.
Yeah, we technically have a yard here, Tristan. Mickley. Clown?
Pharma.
What? Mick-
SpongeBob.
Nice.
Patrick.
Oh, this would explain the issue, and this... Yes, never mind, it's overlap. Never mind.
But yeah, block is an interesting glitch. I'm glad it's consistent, though. I enjoyed seeing the return of block.
I enjoyed seeing it live.
Yeah, Mickley didn't get to see block in its original creation because he was hosting that time.
Bummer. Slowing down so you can
Well,
grab
I've
the
got to
switch.
see it now. You're the one who hasn't seen it, Heis.
So I've seen pictures. I didn't know what you're referring to by a block, just singularly in name, although I should have assumed. And I saw it on your stream,
Oh.
so.
Question, if y'all could look at my stream, do we think a train can get through this or not?
You know, maybe. Where is Betsy currently? Do we need to throw that switch for Betsy coming down?
Yes.
So yeah, look
Betsy's
now at
about
my
to come up
stream.
on that
Can we get a train on this rail?
Oh
Or is
yes,
that
I
too
can
far?
see it. We managed to time that about brilliantly.
See what?
It's fine, Heis. You can keep going. I'm getting the switch.
Okay. Well, I guess you'll follow me down with on his train, huh? I don't remember what the
Alright.
approaching
I'm
meeting
meeting
point
north.
is. I think it's long, short.
Your point is no longer being protected.
Oh no!
In that
Look at
case,
that beautiful moment. The first two trains of
we'll
the
watch it
the
here.
Hope, Pray, and Suffer. Alright, I've officially hit spicy speed with the Eureka.
Yeah, that's going pretty quick.
Yep, Eureka, yeah, kind of have to pay attention to because it's one of those tended engines. Hey, guess who didn't set the switch, lol?
Oh no.
Did you put some stuff on the ground up there?
That's a derail counter.
How many cars are on the ground up there?
Just one, I think.
One.
Okay.
Not half bad.
I was like tabbed out to watch the meeting point instead of throwing the switch.
Nice. Well, hey, it fits. Second episode, 2 derails. We now average 1 derail per episode, which is about several less than my normal series. So.
And when you good to pull back?
But the difference is
Right.
you're not building the track.
He makes a good point.
Or not. Didn't have enough oomph.
Maybe try not having the brakes on 100% on a loaded log car. You nut.
It worked at the logging camp with 3 of them.
Yes.
Alright, if everyone's getting little jackies, I'm deleting guide track.
Once the machinist, we're thinking about stuff like she'll be coming around the mountain. Unfortunately,
now
more of
you
those
get
tunes
full-
would have been
full level
the
one.
ones that Wings was gonna do.
Alright, copy that.
We'll see how many I can muster
Send
up
it,
in a
full send.
decent way. So
When you stop accelerating, just throw the brake to 20%. It'll be fine.
at least I don't have chemical plant insurance in this game. Yeah, they're sad in chat that I don't have a chemical plant to level in this game like I do in Derail Valley, which is fair.
Maybe someday.
I was sad when you didn't destroy the place last night on the.
I know.
And
I managed to go. I managed to go a whole episode without blowing up the entire refinery.
There was no fire. I was so disappointed.
Well, I'm about to. My next video I do with Derail Valley, I am going to do 5 jobs, and it's going to be like 2,500 tons, all explosive cars. Yeah, that's going to be a thing. I'm not going to
Did
try to
finish
blow
that
it
for
up,
a few
but
seconds.
it
Do I
very
have
well
time
might.
to put the finish track on top of this that I've now got in here, lined nice and neatly at 2.5 to the.
Probably we're going to finish running all over to Eureka first.
Yeah, I'm just now
Okay.
getting to the sawmill, so I've blown my stopping whistle.
Did you remember to line yourself so you're going on the loading side and then flip the switch after you go past it so that we can go to the unloading side?
I will have to do that. I hit the end of my my playlist on the soundtrack. I've yet to add the couple new finished tracks to it. Gotta do that.
I see it's coming through there now.
Will there be ragdoll physics with the passengers? You know, that would just be
Oh no.
brilliant. That would just be brilliant, but something tells
be
me
s-
no.
It'd be so zeep-kissed.
We can model the ragdoll physics after the pair wiggler.
Alright, Eureka's in the hole. And you're aligned to log unloading.
Copy that.
I see in the time we've left him unattended, Tristan's already gone through 12 logs of firewood.
Well, he's worried about not putting the fire out, whereas you're worried about putting the fire out, so different strategies, you see.
I was like trying to make runs using the least amount of firewood possible, save the company some money.
Good man, good fireman, good pirate.
Meanwhile, Tristan runs to King and I think, yeah, we'll just shove 5 loads of firewood in, turn the cylinder cocks on.
Duh. I built a firewood station at the top of the logging camp, so I reloaded the whole thing.
Those
You're
things,
fine.
they wouldn't ragdoll, they would be telescoping. Yeah, that's probably accurate. The cars would just all wooden frame
I
cars.
see we've opted not to go by the waterfall, judging by that track over there on our left.
Hey, no, we're not going by the waterfall. We're going basically the mark route because it's the easiest way down there.
Yeah, but the scenic route is scenic.
But you get to see the waterfall here as you come round the corner.
But you don't get to pass in front of the waterfall.
Cargo train full of mannequins.
Ooh,
It's
Mickley, is that a
someone's
yard
nightmare.
flower? No, it's not.
Uh,
It's a ladder. Bad Mickley.
2.
Ladders are better for geometry constraints. Changed my mind.
And I can fit more lanes in less space by not having ladders and having a flower instead.
Yes, but if you have less physical space for the yard, in terms of length, it's better to do a ladder.
Monsieur Hess, why have you put the heavy cars behind the light cars?
Because I was trying to string line, because it's 4 cars and who cares?
This is some very, very bad railroad practice.
Something like that.
Okay, add 1 to the derail counter. I was distracted.
Tristan.
Just
Did you run off? Did you pull a Leighton? He pulled a Leighton.
Tristan!
He ran off the end of track. That's like the lamest kind of derail. He pulled a Leighton, everyone.
Anyway, Haas, I'm in your company, so I'll just, like, unload these log cards as I come back while Tristan fixes his mess.
Sure. Do we need to be in my company now? I have $0. It might make sense to be giving someone else the money now.
True, I'm joining Mickley's company.
Well, he's only got
Mickley's paying his
1,000.
money. I'm
Tristan,
joining clown companies.
Clown or Tristan should have 2,000.
Tristan has 0.
Oh, join Clown then. Clown, you're buying the next rolling stock.
What am I doing? Sorry.
You're buying the next choo-choo.
I am.
Okay, how about this? I have the second most money. I'll just not be in a company and accept all the money for these.
Clown wants to buy the
I have a
cookie, so we can
grand.
let Clown buy the cookie whenever the time comes.
1, 2.
What's the next
3,
loco? We're gonna
4,
get
5,
Climax,
6.
Heisler, then the cookie. God, we have to buy the logging engines first?
We need the logging engines to actually do the logging runs.
Yeah, but I hate them.
Oh, see, that's fair.
Where are you guys at? I'm assuming sawmill.
Yeah, we're both at the sawmill.
Yep.
I'm heading out. Although I'm not lined, am I? I'm not lined.
You're not lined. If you like, wait for me to come over, I'll help you out.
Sure. I'll wait for you.
Alright,
Heading
I'm
out from the
unloaded
sawmill. and
Yes,
need to be lined.
swings. What is your thought?
Assuming you came in on this line, you are now lined.
Locos will
Alright,
be
thank you,
faster in the
Mickley.
next update, everyone. We're lined. Here we go. He's stolen my train. That's fine.
For reference to why I was muted, somebody clicked a sus link and then got hacked by it. So, friendly disclaimer: do not click the sus links. There is no such thing as free nitro gifts. All right.
That is not a thing. Yeah. Big hook. I like it. The update is probably going to be first beta. We're expecting within a week now, but it'll probably
Yes,
just be the
and
construction tools. So we'll see. I'll make sure
Like
Kiwi is
somebody
still planning on
says,
that.
Please try out my game. Don't click the link to go try out that game because it's not a game. They want access
Halloween
to your
event,
computer.
probably not.
Yeah, that one's bad too. Luckily, I know who the person is, so they weren't banned. But
Jay
if-
Christensen,
if
no, I
you
don't know
guys
that.
Get scammed it like that, it's very likely you get banned.
Tempting
Okay,
to
I'll
Discord
ban
for
them.
doing that.
Hello, I'm the county password inspector. I need to hear your
Ins-
password to
You need to-
ensure that it's a good enough password.
Yep, pretty much.
Whatever, Pharma. Anyways, I am signing off while you guys continue. At some point midweek, there will be a small session with at least me, possibly by myself, probably with Pharma because he's got infinite amounts of time to finish this yard over here. It looks like we're going to have 6 lanes, but they're going to be pretty long. So, yeah. Alright. That's me signing off.
Later, Mick.
See you later.
Yep. My stream is gone. Friendly shout out to Ice's stream. Goodbye. Go sub to me and give me all of the clout because I don't know.
Mick's streams links is in the description, so feel free. He's got other
Let's see.
POVs and
Actually, quick, come up here. We need you to help push.
yeah, please,
Yeah, go
Tristan.
sub to me for the
We're
midweek
losing
stream.
speed. We still have like half the grade to go, and we're losing speed. Betsy, please.
So Betsy was trying to, but the switch was lined against me, so you're gonna have to add 2. to
Oh
the
my
derail
God,
counter.
Tristan.
Another 2.
Can we have
I,
Tristan's derail counter and everyone else's derail counter?
There's my
I
channel
support
link for
this.
you guys.
Oh,
Lag
man.
spike inbound.
Oh lordy, that was a big one.
Yes, that was 100 points.
Yep, felt
control
that.
points.
All right,
Yeah.
good night,
Or
guys.
99. You
Good
can't
night.
quite do
Night, Mick.
100. Can I start the next mine? I still got time.
We're probably a couple minutes out.
All right.
Probably
Once-
get Betsy parked in the yard somewhere when we do the save signing off, so it's not like parked on a slope.
That'd be wise. Get Betsy and the Eureka up in, and then we could save there. Yeah, that makes sense. Any chance for a stream of just jamming? I actually do want to do, now that I've figured out some more advanced stuff with my audio setup, now that I'm routing an interface into an interface, cursed, I do want to do a music production stream at some point, which may or may not be interesting. I don't know. That spike was the spike they used at the Transcontinental Railroad, pretty much. The lag
Well,
spike.
here's an idea for a stream, Heis. How would your band members feel about streaming your practice session?
Oh, we've definitely talked about doing that. I don't know if it'd be on
If
my
that'd be
my
cool.
YouTube,
That's
but
something I'd like to watch.
there you go. Well, we've talked about doing that. I don't know if it'd be on my YouTube. Hellbot does have its own YouTube. Nobody follows it, but that'd be fun.
I think it'd be better to not be in the YouTube just because, like, if your band sessions are anything like the band sessions I used to do, back
Oh,
when
yeah,
I
that would-
was in high school, it gets a bit rowdy.
That would be Twitch. Yeah, I can't censor Tristan. He is impossible to censor.
Not me.
Not you. Tristan with an O and a hole in his hand from where the gun went off. Yeah, that one.
Troston?
Troston? Yeah, no, Tristone. He's a great singer. He's a very nice,
need to put a
very nice
link to
dude,
him.
but yeah.
Put a link to the Hellbot so we can all follow it.
Yeah, let me, I guess to the YouTube or to the Spotify. Guess either or. Let me grab it.
Spotify, don't use that.
Well, not all of our stuff's up on YouTube because nobody pays attention to the YouTube, and I'm lazy. Although, if you search for it, it's all on YouTube. It's just not all on our channel.
Where's number 2 consist?
We
We're
are,
almost past the switch.
yeah, almost.
We're at like crawling speed though, so. I mean, it makes it. That's the important part. It is going to make it. And then we will have money. And then hopefully we can get some hoppers and start doing the thing that actually makes money early game, running iron ore down to the smelter.
One can hope.
Thank you.
People are asking now about Tristan's hole in his hand. Yeah, Tristan did not follow the basic engineering flowchart of I'm going to clean my handgun. Is bullet in gun? Yes. No clean. Is bullet in gun? No. Yes, clean. He did not follow that flowchart. And yeah, sent around a 9mm right through his hand because he's a ding-dong, and that's why we call him ding-dong. So, what is safety? Subscribe to Hellbot. Well, thank you. I might get around to actually posting the rest of our tracks on our YouTube, but they're all, if you search for the band or the album, they're all posted by the digital distributor anyway, so.
And then the digital distributor will automatically copyright claim your own YouTube account.
Yep. But we do get paid for it, so it's kind of whatever with the copyright claims.
I mean, I suppose that's how you can monetize videos before actually having enough subscribers to monetize your videos. Is just upload audio you own and then claim a copyright on it.
Yeah, that's cost prohibitive, though. Oh, lordy. I'll see about pulling up.
Yeah. Remember, I need to upload these because I'm getting the next engine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, then I can run for you.
Because the next one's a Climax, and of course I was going to buy the Climax. Who else would buy the Climax?
True.
Yeah, Climax is all yours. And you can do the driving of it too.
Yeah, seriously, it's all yours. You let the fire go out again, Pharma.
Add another one to his counter.
We are unloading at the iron mine, Betsy. We hear you.
Yep, that's all unloaded. You're not lined to just like pull all the way around, but you know, we'll deal with that when we get back to playing next week.
Do some switching to start. Yep.
Betsy's backing into the mine right now.
Yep, get you on one of the storage lanes.
Public night. We'll schedule another one.
Yeah,
It'll
let's
probably
run
be
you
in a
over the
couple weeks.
block, see how that looks like from your perspective.
Where is the block?
I got it lined. He's coming over the block.
Diamond Railroad Spike would be a little cursed.
Yeah, block is number 3 lane in the yard here where I'm jumping.
Gotcha.
I see the block.
Like, you'll see it happen normally. It just like starts to curve, but maybe we'll see something funny. Yeah, it just like slides off the track and then slides back on. That's cursed as hell.
I'm watching it on the stream.
Probably
What
fine.
happened?
It looks cursed in game for them. It does. You can't see it on stream because I don't see the block. So,
Oh, okay.
how's your spline look in there, clown?
Probably about 30 more clicks to do.
All right. Well, any last questions before we sign off, everyone? Dropping the fire or post wreck. Oh, those are both good too. Big hook, dropping the fire or post wreck. I like post wreck. That feels apt. Will the spline update still send trees to space? I'd bet on that.
As long as things need to be solid, trees will be sent to space.
Pretty much. Spline update, we don't know when the full update will be done. First public beta is hopefully next week. And this is just playing in Windows, so it's just going to loop the new song. Which I'm happy with. I like how it came out.
Okay, leg spike incoming.
Here we go. Oh, oof. Tasty.
Big one, it's full 99.
Full he,
Awesome.
he lays the longest splines possible, ladies and gents. All right, I'm going to save this, and we're going to sign off. I'll put the save back up in the Discord, and I'll toss the thing on Miniswork and paste it so you guys can look.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll catch you sometime next week for the hardcore map. Hopefully so, unless we get a spline update beta, in which case we'll probably just be oogling that, but we'll see. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.
Have a
See you
good one.
later.